All right.
Rectum.
Tommy's through with Mimi. Look at what she's losing. She divorced her Top Gun. Now Tom can go out cruising. Ooh, Tommy, Tommy, Mimi, Mimi. What's he got that I don't?
Rectum.
What's his great appeal?
Rectum.
He's got looks and talent.
No.
What's the great big deal? Ooh, cocktail, Rain Man, Tommy, Tommy, Tommy.
It's 10:01. Buenos dias to you. Happy Tuesday. 3 words, Cold Stone Creamery. Did you get them? Did you write them down?
No. I purged it from my head.
Avoid it at all costs because you think any of the things I've talked about before as far as being addictive, ice cream, all of these things, this is phenomenal. So you never had it before, huh?
No, I don't need to go there.
What about Josh? You had it?
I have been there.
Oh, man. That is the best in the world. You don't agree?
It's okay.
It's
Okay.
You don't like it?
I thought they I got a what did I get there? I was there actually not too long ago. I got some Rocky Road and I made the mistake of telling them to put they're like, oh, you want more marshmallows? I'm like, yeah, sure.
No, I shouldn't do that.
There were like 800 marshmallows.
No, they know how to do it. I didn't go there, but a friend of mine who was trying to kill me went there and brought home a whole bunch of ice cream. And man, oh man, we had to run it out of the water and throw most of it out. No, because I would have eaten all of it. It's just they put on a show for it. It's like a Benny Ha-Ha, where they put on it. The food is one thing, but they put on a show. The only difference being that we like Benny Ha-Ha a lot, though, don't we? No, it's okay. Food there is okay. Small portions, though. But anyway, Cold Stone Creamery, which I guess they're all over town now. And the bad news for me is that there's one right there by the Winn-Dixie Plaza, Nob Hill and Cleary, right by my house. Mm-hmm. And they put on a show. They have a big trough, and they take out the basic ice cream, and then they whatever flavor you order, they smush up like Oreo cookies or marshmallow, whatever goes into your flavor. And it is just unbelievable, disgusting. It's so good. Good golly, Miss Molly. Never again, though, not till October. And the reason I'm on my extra good behavior is because, I went to see a physician last week. Remember A Physician was his name?
Sure, my good buddy, A Physician.
And, my heart's great. My EKG said, here, I'm going to give you a picture of it. Take it home and frame it. Your heart is perfect. It's sensational, all of these things. Then I took my blood test, and my cholesterol's high. It's bad, which I knew from eating all that ice cream and crap for months and months and months. And so, then he writes out a prescription for Lipitor. And I looked up the drug interactions, and I come to find out that Lipitor has 2 very serious interactions with things I already take for my blood pressure. I'm not taking no Lipitor. And then I guess he changed it to Pravachol, which I did not fill a prescription. I'm not taking those drugs. And the more I read about those statin drugs, the answer is no. No, thank you. Because he says to me, well, I don't know any other way you're going to get that cholesterol down, and blah. And I do those, see?
Yeah, stop eating crap.
That's right. So now I eat basically steak and some pre-prepared salads. You go to your supermarket and they got all the nice stuff you don't like,
yes,
broccoli and cauliflower, which I love.
Well, they have nice salads over there.
That no-carb salad dressing I was talking about. And so I munch on that stuff all day, and it's great. And I've lost 5 pounds in a week, and no more crap till October now. What did I say, August before?
I don't remember.
And Josh was laughing like that. Well, I did. Now, I didn't buy the Cold Stone Creamery. That was brought into the house, okay?
Right.
And so, and I don't regret eating it because I will have it again in October, which is something to look forward to whenever I come back.
You'll probably have it sooner than that.
No, I will not. How am I going to do that? How can I do that? I'm not there.
None up there? No Cold Stones?
No, thank God, no. No, the ice cream here that's really good is all in the packages. I'm not buying that, so you don't have to worry about that. You're safe. Don't have to worry about that stuff. So that's just a little health report. Got a health report on some of our... Oh, this just came in, by the way. You're going to be very interested in this. A Russian formerly held at Guantanamo Bay prison said today that U.S. guards there regularly desecrated the Koran by putting it in the toilet.
Huh. More lies.
In Cuba, they used to throw the Koran in the toilet bowl. This happened regularly and was intended to provoke us, Aryat Vakitov said at a news conference. He's one of 7 Russians who were released from Gitmo in 2004 and returned to Russia. He and 6 others were held in Russia for 3 months, then released a year ago. Vakitov said, I thought he played for the Canadians, said he previously had been held by U.S. forces at Kandahar in Afghanistan, where many detainees were being held, were sent to Gitmo, that he also saw the Koran desecration there in Kandahar. He said they tore up copies of the Koran, even put it in a bucket of feces, he said. Wow. Vakitov also said detainees were abused through sleep deprivation. We'd be made to be in a special investigative room where we'd be handcuffed to the floor, then be prevented from falling asleep by the playing of loud music, shining bright lights, and so on. There was one program in which we'd be moved from one cell to another every 15 minutes continually over a period of 3 or 4 months, he said. He also claimed that the forces used unspecified gas and once allowed dogs to attack prisoners. How do you like that?
Huh. See, these are bad people.
They were not only flushing it, tossing it in the toilet, but in a bucket of feces of the species. How do you like that, huh? More lies from your government. Not that they would lie to you, unless... So here's the big news that you're all excited about. Well, let me do the other ones first about the death reports real quick.
Okay.
U.S. Apache attack helicopter crashed north of Baghdad yesterday, killing both pilots, after a witness said he saw the aircraft hit by a rocket that destroyed it completely in the air. So there's 2 more dead Americans. We're approaching the 1,800 mark pretty rapidly now. And... a prominent Shiite tribal leader who is a member of Iraq's National Assembly has been killed in a suicide bomb attack in northern Baghdad. Sheikh Dari al-Fayyad, whatever his name is, 3 of his bodyguards. What's the guy in Dodi, Prince Dai's father-in-law to be?
Dodi
Dai's. She used to write a caller. Anyway, Sheikh, whatever his name is, 3 of his bodyguards and son were killed this morning when a suicide car bomber slammed into his convoy in the neighborhood of Rashdiya, police said. He's the second member of Iraq's parliament to be assassinated since the Shiite and Kurdish-led government took office just 2 months ago, so that's like 1 a month, is the pace that they're working at so far. Here's the news that you're all excited about, and I think you put the hex on poor John Walton.
Yeah, I think so. We talked about it, but we never did put him on the poll, Josh.
Well, Josh probably was psychic because he didn't want to pick on a dead guy. He probably realized that just 1 day later, this man would be dead.
All right.
How do you like that?
I mean,
got
no,
so
that's so
excited
sad.
when I told you that this morning right off the wires. Bentonville, Arkansas. It was with great sorrow that Walmart Stores Inc. announced the death of John Walton. A Vietnam War hero, member of the Walmart Board of Directors and philanthropist, Walton was killed when the ultralight aircraft he was piloting crashed shortly after takeoff from the Jackson Hole Airport in Grand Teton National Park. The crash occurred at approximately 1:20 p.m. Central Time. The cause has not been determined. Walton, 58, was the aircraft's sole occupant. Walton was second son of Walmart founder Sam Walton. You notice I'm not making any comments about any of these people, even though we do hate them like poison, but I'm not making no comment like that. That would be bad, and who knows? Someday they might buy a spot on this station, but I sure doubt it, and hope not. As a board member of the Walton Family Foundation, Walton played a leading role in guiding the foundation's contributions to elementary and high school education, including scholarship programs to provide parents with greater choice in education. Walton served in the U.S. Army Green Berets as a medic during the Vietnam War. He was awarded the Silver Star for saving the lives of several members of his unit while under intense enemy fire. You like him better now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not much. Walton pursued a variety of business interests throughout his life, including work as a crop duster in the 1970s. Well, in fact, if you would watch North by Northwest with Cary Grant, you'd see about crop dusting.
Okay.
And as a boat builder in the 80s and 90s. More recently, Walton formed the holding company True North, which is composed of businesses ranging from advanced composites to boat building to venture capital investments, yada, yada, yada. There you go. John Walton's dead. You were talking about him yesterday. In the poll,
I guess we were talking about Sam, ultimately.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about John Boy. This was not John Boy, by the way, for those of you who like the mole on his face.
Good night, John Boy.
I kind of like John Boy. He's all right. What was his name? The actor?
Oh, damn. I'll get back to you.
That's a long time ago. Who is the smartest person in the world? 1,201 votes we had in this poll. Most amusing, if you ask me. Me, meaning the people who were voting, 211. See, you always think you're so smart. Not like Fredo, but smart. And most of you are smart like Fredo. Bill Gates, 206. Stephen Hawking, 184. Neil Rogers, 159. I saw that when I was down here, and I just peed my pants laughing. I mean, that's a nice lick job, but let's get serious. If I'm so smart, what am I doing working for these people?
Well, you got a great deal. That's the whole thing.
Is that it? Is that what they said? I'm so smart because I got this great summer deal, which I like a lot. And by the way, we got 2 major announcements for you. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the 29th of June. Big trend coming out. George will handle that, because I will not be here tomorrow. And then next Thursday, a week from Thursday, which is July something, July 3rd, I guess. No, July, what is it?
7th?
4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. 6th. Next Thursday, the 6th, We'll be somewhere around in there. We got a Marlins game at 1 o'clock, so the pregame's at 12:30 a week from Thursday.
Richard
guess
Thomas.
who's working? Guess who's working next Thursday?
Oh, God.
So not only have I got this great scam going here, but one of the days I'm working, I got a short show. All right. You're probably not too happy about that. Well, too bad.
Oh, well, it's all good.
That's in exchange for that flavor wave.
Sure. Richard Thomas, by the way, was John Boy.
Richard Thomas. I wouldn't have thought of that in a million years,
Nope,
you know.
me either.
I thought of B.J. Thomas.
I'll bet.
And what did that B.J. stand for anyway? Who's the smartest person in the world? 1,200 plus votes. Me, 211. Bill Gates, 206. Stephen Hawking, 184. Neil Rogers, 159. Right. Hugh Hefner, 157. Yeah, he had a really good scam going. Probably still does. Osama Yamama, 68. Karl Rove, 48. Fidel Castro, 47. Ken Jennings, 46. Oh, that couldn't be on that awful show, could it? George W., 37. What does that mean? Is that supposed to be like sarcastic?
I think that's the joke vote.
Hopefully that has to be the joke vote.
It had to be.
It has to be one of, like that. Sam Walton, 14. Oh, he was on there, Sam Walton. See, I was looking for John Walton. It's a damn good thing, because there's nothing worse than a smart dead guy. Dick Cheney, 14, and Rupert Murdoch, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, should have been much better.
I'll say Rupert Murdoch should have got a lot more votes, because he's making all of that money with that TNA he puts on Fox Entertainment, so he can put on that right-wing propaganda in all of his newspapers and his Fox, allegedly, news channel. He's spreading right-wing swill all over the world. He really makes me ill. You know who else makes me ill? And I tell you right now what Tom Cruise needs, and you're probably already aware of it.
I got a lot of thoughts.
No, what he needs is a good psychiatrist.
That's not what I was thinking.
I'm surprised he wasn't marching somewhere in one of the pride parades over the weekend, Tom Cruise. Hey, Tom.
You fairy.
You're not kidding anybody, okay, with that Scientology crap. It's just another closet, even a more bizarre closet than the Catholic Church.
No,
the priesthood.
I don't think it can be more bizarre than that.
Well, I guess they don't have all those tchotchkes like the priests do.
Right.
12 minutes after 10 at 560 WQAM. Sorry the Humper wasn't here to confabulate this morning. He's a little ill, I guess. We got Mo, my good friend Mo, at 2 this afternoon. I hear rumors that you, set him up one time there while I was away.
Well, something like that.
Got him very PO'd at you. That's unusual. Then we got the Mad Dog, 4 to 6:30. Marlins on deck at 6:30. The Braves in town. Now, wait a minute. Didn't the Marlins lose last night to the Braves?
Yes, they did.
Oh, and let me just tell you this. I saw about 3 minutes of the Blue Jays Devil Rays game from Tampa last night, because it's on HD, so I watched, If there were 500 people there, that's a lot. What kind of a franchise is that? What are they? And then I see for that great cross-state rival on Sunday, they announced 12,000 in Tampa for the Marlin game. Well, what is that?
That might be embellished a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they announced 12,000, it means there were like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 tops.
Yeah, they times it by 3.
Wow. There is no way. You people over there in Tampa, who are you kidding, man? Devil raise my ass. And Eddie K follows the Braves Marlin game tonight.
CKLW.
You're a bastard.
Interrogators at Gitmo allegedly abused prisoner Muhammad Al-Qahtani by shaving his head and face, making him pee-pee in his own pants, and playing Christina Aguilera songs at a loud volume. Via hidden microphone, here now is a secret recording from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
All right, Muhammad, it's time for you to talk. I'm not going to talk.
Oh, we're going to make you talk. You're going to sing like a bird.
You can't make me talk.
Oh, we're going to make you talk.
There's nothing you can do that would make me talk. There's nothing you can do that would make me talk. Admiral, fire it up. No, turn that up. Turn that up. Okay, I'll talk. Okay. Oh, that's brutal. What do you want to know? Tell us everything about the plan. I changed my mind. I'm not going to talk now.
No, don't do that.
I'm not going to talk now. There's nothing you can do. I want a bowl of soup. We're going to bring out the big guns, Mohammed. I want a bowl of soup. You can't make me talk. Hit it. Not what the girl wants. Oh, the song is terrible. I'll do anything now. I will do anything. What do you want to know? Start from the beginning. I don't want to tell you now. I changed my mind. Oh. Hey, why do you do this to yourself? I changed my mind because I am tough. I would like a cracker. You're not going to get a cracker. I would like a cracker and a bottle of Jenny Cream. You'll get a cracker and a bottle of Jenny Cream if you start talking. I'm not going to talk because I'm a tough guy. All right. Hit it! Oh, no, it's not beautiful! It's terrible! It's not beautiful! It's not fair! It's not! All right, Mohammed. I think you're ready to talk. You're wearing me down, but I I'm not going to talk.
Oh, really?
No, I've changed my mind again. I'll be quiet as a clam.
He's not going to talk.
I'm not going to talk. Wait a minute. What are you reaching for?
Oh, here we go.
No.
I got it.
It's not dirty, is it? No.
No, we're not dirty. Not dirty. You mess with America, you get dirty.
Brought to you by the U.S. Armed Forces.
All right. 20 past 10 at 560 WQM. Here's a fax that says, hey, Neil, I live in Naples, and they syndicate the Phil Henry show on the Beasley station here.
Are you sure?
And I've tried to listen on occasion, never fails to be, well, lame. And I can't figure out what the attraction is or who would syndicate him. I tried again last night while driving, and he was doing this lame Tom Cruise bit and doing the bad impressions himself, amateur at best. And I said, how is he syndicated and not you? Time for a new agent, Neil, or lawyer. I don't care. Not getting a new agent because the one I got is just tragic. And, I don't care anymore. I got this nice gig here. What's the problem?
Right.
If you don't like Phil Henry, don't listen to him. I sure don't and wouldn't. He was funny for about, 6 months. Long time ago. Here's the poll today. I like this poll. And we haven't done exactly this one. Now, somebody will call and say, well, you did one very similar about 3.5 years ago. Well, you know what? Too bad. We were talking before the show today about the whiners and complainers, just like the beaded curtain. I gave you like 2 weeks advance notice on that. I told you that as of June 23rd, no more beaded curtain, no more nudie pictures, not because we're too lazy to do it or we don't want to do it, but because we can't do it. I don't think any of us really feels that it's worth going to jail or something like that or getting into a big jackpot so that we can put some naked pictures on our stupid-ass website, okay? It just ain't worth the grief. If you want to find naked pictures on the Internet and you can't find it, boy, you need some serious help. But we got that element of the audience out there, and we got the whole South Florida syndrome. And, of course, after having been there for 3.5 days last week, I can easily understand why a lot of people are sour and bitter and make a lot of sounds. If I had to stay there, I'd be going like that all the time, too. What a place.
Yeah.
There's one word to describe South Florida. You know what it is?
Well, I got a few in mind.
Swamp.
Okay.
It's a big swamp. From the minute I got there, it started pouring and thundering and lightning and dark. At 3 in the afternoon, it looked like about 3 in the morning. It was pitch black. It was just nasty. And it was that way for like most of the time I was there. So you enjoy yourself. The sun is shining here, by the way.
Good.
As Christina would say, it's beautiful. That would work on me, I'll guarantee you. Here's the poll today. What singer or... I can't believe that Josh Cordes don't like Cold Stone Creamery. I cannot believe that.
I just had a bad experience, that's all.
Well, go back and give it another shot, okay? You can afford the calories. You don't have to worry about that now, but I would go back and give it a try. Cause,
see how these fat people are, man? They want to turn you into one of them.
No, but while you still can enjoy it, I'm not saying go there and keep picking out every day, but you will become addicted. That's true. Like I said, don't go there.
Diabetes.
They smoosh it all up right in front of you. I can't wait to see that show. I will go over there next time and see it for myself. Man, it is just so rich. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? We asked. Here's what we got so far. 286 votes. Madonna is leading 50. Eminem 40. Just flip-flops. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Right in mid-sentence of flip-flop, we got a flat-footed tie. Eminem 52. Madonna 52. Barbra Streisand 44. Elvis 40. Have you ever crossed eyes with Barbara?
No.
She can do it by herself. Elvis 40. Frank Sinatra 36. Doobie Doobie Doo. George likes that part, the doobie doobie part. Bob Dylan 24, talking about whiners. Stones 15, Stevie Nicks 13.
Hey.
They're out of gas. Beatles 12, and Phil Collins has only 7. I didn't even know we put him on there yet. Who came up with that?
Facts.
And let's hear it for Judge Mo.
You Mo?
Judge Mo. You go, Mo. Says, hey, it said July 1st on that thing people voted on, you idiots. Here's a judge with a pair of balls. Let's go on. And July 1st, by the way, happens to be on Friday, last time I checked. Friday. That's what the thing said. People voted. They said in Broward, we want the slots. We know exactly the ones we're voting on, the Vegas-style slots, not these phony baloney slots. We want the real ones. We say yes by a pretty big margin, and the governor and legislature think they can keep, like, sandbagging the public every time they have a vote. And the judge says, I don't think so. So you just go ahead and do it, and if the government doesn't want to do it, I'll make up the rules. I'll make the regulations. Nice going, Mo. Didn't I tell you I always love Mo?
All the time.
Mo the man. Now, again, most overrated of all time. We could have like 10,000 on here. Oh, before we do that, so I found this disc. I was actually looking for something else, but I found several discs with jingles. If you're like in the 60s or 70s, you lived anywhere like in the Midwest, not just in Detroit, but in the Midwest, you could hear CKLW with that big 50,000-watt signal. And it got 80 million jingles on here that Boca Brian sent me a while ago. And the one that really just knocks me out is the news sounder.
Punchy.
Oh.
That sounds important.
Yeah. How do you like that? So I got, I'll intersperse all these jingles.
More music, CKLW.
Or then there's always
CKLW.
see how that fits in with just about anything. Isn't that great?
Sure.
So
Play
that's a
a
little
good
bit
song
of
after
crap.
it next time.
Huh?
I said play a good song after it next time.
Oh, come on. That's it's great in a very amusing way, in a humorous way, kind of like that. Not as good as that, but then again, what the hell is, right?
Right.
Oh, don't tell me we got to do another break already. I don't want to get behind now because I'm out of practice a little bit.
Fugit.
And then we got another damn one of these shows on Thursday. Jesus, isn't that a little bit too much here? Kind of like to ease back into it, like maybe 1 week. 26 past 10 at 560 WQM. Don't forget, we got the Momeister at 2 o'clock this afternoon who's going to rip George an ass. He's got some guest on. I think he's got Casey Stengel's great-grandmother is going to be on from the other side. He sure can get those guests, can he?
Jeb Bush, back to move!
People in the Middle East must be assured that we will investigate fully.
Now it seems to me that they know just what to say.
That we will find out the truth.
Talking points, not words. Can you make this garbage sell? Now I swear to you, they didn't always talk this way. Repeating what's not real till we buy it, baby.
They will know the truth just like the American citizens.
I don't want to be lied to no more. I just want to be a patriot. Oh, I don't want to fight another foreign war or make my grandkids pay for it. I don't want to be angry no more. You know that we should never stand for this. Oh, so when they tell us that it's true, don't be so sure. I don't want to be lied to anymore.
In my state of the union, or my speech to the nation.
I'm dying over here.
Right. 10:32. Bozo will be on again tonight to tell us things are going just great.
Oh, we're fine.
We really ought to like butch up a little bit and hop on board.
Right.
And we say no thanks.
That's exploding flowers and candy that they're throwing at us.
5670560 pound 560 in the Verizon Singular Wireless line. What singer or group most overrated of all time? Now the question isn't just name a group or a singer that sucks.
Yes, it is.
Because well, I see. Just name somebody.
Not just
Smith.
one person. How many groups and
how about
singers can
Huey
you name?
Piano Smith? Huh? See, there's a good example because nobody ever rated him as a singer, good or bad, just a funny guy, you know. So in other words, somebody that really is already rated very, very great, and you think really not so great. 567, I gave that number out. I don't think we're going to get a lot of calls. How have your calls been this last week?
You know.
Oh, I do.
Jamba.
WQAM, hello. First one, right out of the box. Here it is. He's waiting.
Something's wrong there.
Oh, something happened here. Oh, please don't tell us that this
Josh
thing
has
ain't
to
gonna
do
work.
the thing with the phone.
What do you mean by that?
There's a procedure there. I guess we must have had a power outage or something.
Oh, so in other words,
He's got a voodoo ritual.
What is that doing there?
Test it now.
Try it now, yeah.
Try it now? No, it's just making a funny symbol. I never saw that symbol before. What is that? What is that?
It's something. We must have had a power outage. Get the
See,
chicken
it's still making that
and the
funky
and
symbol
the
on there when I
version.
punch it up. Is it doing it on your end too?
Yeah. And it's not going to.
Oh, no.
I can't punch them up either when it's doing this.
Well, try punching up number 6 there. See what on your end. You punch it up.
Hey,
see, there you go. QAM, hello.
Hey, Steve from Fusion here.
Yes, Steve. Oh, get out of here, Steve. You're an idiot.
No, come on, listen up.
Go away. See,
Please.
this isn't controlling these. These aren't working now.
No, we got to do something.
Well, what does that mean? Because the lines
We're
are
going to have
starting
to
to ring
reset
like
our phone over here and hope that it fixes it.
See, every time I punch it up, it comes up with that like mushroom thing
Right.
on there. It looks like a little mushroom.
We got to reset it.
You sure of that? How do you know that?
Because it's happened before.
It has?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen this before. And interestingly enough, remember I had the problem the last day, a week ago Friday, and I couldn't punch up any calls. And come to find out again, it was on your end down there. I don't want to say.
Yeah. During the break, when we reset our unit, you should reset your computer so that they talk to each other properly.
I see. Well, why don't you punch up a 1 or 2?
QAM.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Greetings from
Pretty good.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee?
Yeah, I'm listening to you guys online.
All right. What's up,
Hey,
man? What do you got?
I got one for your poll. Bon Jovi.
Yes. Bon Jovi. Okay. A lot of people hate him. It like poison. You're right.
And Jorge, I got a movie to recommend. It's called, maybe you've seen it. It's called The Battle of Algiers.
No.
It's an old movie. It was made in 1967, but it's very prophetic what's going on right now with the war. It's kind of interesting. You guys should check it out.
I'll write it down.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Thanks, Pally. See, and you're going to have to, like, drop them out because I can't do it on this end either. Now, you're sure that it's not a, I don't know.
It's happened before, so hopefully it'll...
You're positive about that?
Of course.
I don't recall ever seeing that shroom on there. It looked like something from Amsterdam.
That's the phone thing. Happens all the time.
Well, punch up another one, just for practice.
QM.
One for the poll.
Yes, sir.
Josh Beckett.
Excellent. Great call.
Excellent. Well, he wanted to keep it in that sports thing, you know. QAM, hello. Punch somebody up, please. Punch him in the mouth. QAM.
Hi. Tom Petty sucks.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, Tom. You fairy. How do you like that? I didn't know that.
What?
Okay, punch her out, please. I keep hitting this
Punch
thing
her
now.
out?
I realize it's not doing anything. Do you think if I rebooted it now that would work, or you got to do it on your end?
I think we have to do both.
I see. Very disconcerting. Anyway, here's some, it was almost good news, but then again, bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bum. In separate opinions yesterday, the Supreme Court signaled that the permissibility of government-sponsored displays of the Ten Commandments depends on the circumstances. If the exhibit appears to have been erected with religious purpose, if it's a religious erection, it violates the Bill of Rights Establishment Clause prohibition on government sponsorship of religion, 5 justices said in a case from Kentucky. But in another case, another majority of justices allowed a display in Texas saying that a religious display that is also historical in its impact is permissible, whatever the purpose of those who erected it. And, of course, if it has to do with religion, how can it really be historical? Is the obvious question.
Hysterical.
Yeah. With these and 4 other opinions, the court concluded its current term. Chief Justice Rehnquist, who is being treated for thyroid cancer and appears to be only moments from death, did not announce his resignation as some had speculated he might. So there you go. They said, oh, you can't put those up unless we say it is. Always these exceptions. I feel like we ought to take the break.
Good point.
You think I'm wrong?
No, you're correct.
Because this poll today requires a lot of building, man. And, of course, you know those poll building is really terminal and ponderous. Almost want to play some jingles.
CKLW. The Motor City.
How come that keeps coming up every time I play the jingle?
Keep something up.
Because I got other great songs on this disc, too. Another one of those found yesterday.
Just one look.
Doris Troy, give a cook. Just one look. That's all we ask.
Just one look.
That's a great song, by the way.
Hi.
Unlike the other one, which is
hi?
very funny. But, huh?
Was she going to say hi? Is that a drug reference?
Whatever happened to Doris Troy?
I don't know.
I was just asking somebody this morning, how's Doris Troy doing? And they looked at me like,
she died or her career did.
Did she die?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
I'll look it up.
21 till 11 at 560 WQM. We have a little technical difficulty, picking up right where we left off, which is good. The audience is used to that. We've got them potty trained on that. They say, oh, they're all screwed up again over there. Yeah, we are.
It was a comic strip, then a comic book, then a movie, then another movie, and another, and another. And now, Batman is coming to Broadway.
You gotta wear tight and a mask and cape at night.
Now, you can see the masked crusader as never before. An effeminate man who prances around the stage in full costume, singing.
Gotham City isn't pretty when there's jokers and penguins around.
Here's what they're saying about Batman the Musical.
I like Michael Keaton better. It made me want to slide down the back hall.
Batman the Musical. It's the musical for people who love comics.
Tomorrow we'll fight crime. Tomorrow, 'cause we're on a big crusade.
10:43. Okay, let's see if this is working now. Okay, did you reboot?
Sure enough.
And I rebooted.
Oh, no.
And now it's doing something even different, funkier and more bizarre than it was before.
Yeah. Hang on, Josh has to do a thing again. Turn it up. Wait, don't do it yet, Josh. All right.
What do you mean he has to do a thing?
He has to do a thing.
And what is that? I didn't even punch that one up. Look at line 9 now.
Uh-huh. Josh is punching it up.
Yeah.
Now try it.
It's definitely screwed up.
It's, yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Should I go tell the engineer?
Yes, you should.
Are you kidding me? Look at that. We still got that mushroom, man. Anyway, here's this fax. It said, well, here's Alex says, Cold Stone Creamery is the best. You're absolutely correct, Alex. It's the best in the world. Now, even the gelato in Italy and Germany, all this other stuff that I loved. Even the all these flavors I raved about, not even close. He says, every time I go there, I go what is called birthday cake remix. It's vanilla frosting or cake flavor ice cream with sprinkles and chunks of brownies. I didn't know that Alex was a brownie hound. It is so freaking good, he says. You are
Absolutely correct, sir.
It is the Best Buy test. Now, let's see. What happens when you punch up a line? Let's just see if this is... Oh, there's line 9. QAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from New York. Could you tell me about Larry King? You met him. What was he like?
What does that mean? I met him, and what was he like?
I mean, did you ever meet his daughter, Kaya King?
No.
Can I do my Larry King impersonation? Honest to God, I'm going to tell you this.
Loan me $50.
Very good one. I like that.
Loan me $50.
Yeah.
I grew up a poor Jewish kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I went to high school with Sandy Koufax. Honest to God, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah. Why do we care about this? What does that have to do with Larry King? Larry Ziegler. His son worked at WS News when I was there.
I know. He told me he once met you. You were on a show with Sergeant Matlovich.
Yeah.
And Larry King...
I was on a show a couple of times.
Yeah, well, like I talked to Larry about 200 times, and he told me...
That is great radio.
Yeah.
He told me that you came out of the closet one night on his show.
No, I had already come out on my show on KAT, but it was afterward that he had me on the show.
Well, that's what he told me.
And he looked at me and he said...
You fairy!
Which I thought was a little insensitive on his part. Well, listen, it's been nice talking to you, but get lost.
Last question.
Get rid of this guy. I don't want to hear his life story. He went to high school with Sandy Koufax. He went, what do I think of Larry King? Jesus. Like I said, maybe the fact that the phone is screwed up. Now, what do you tell me that you've seen this before? I never saw these symbols.
You might have to do something over there on your end now. Can you actually reach your own big black box?
My own big black box? What big black box? What are you talking about?
The actual phone unit, not your little remote operating thing, but the big black phone unit itself.
I don't have one of those here. That doesn't exist here. No, I do not.
Okay.
I don't think I do. Well, let me see. If you want me to start crawling around on the floor, I can do that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Here, in the meantime...
Hey, get up off the floor. We got something else you can do. Are you back yet?
Okay. See, I don't have the big black box. My little phone thinger is plugged right into the computer. This bypasses the black box. There's no such thing here.
All right. Well, then here's what you need to do.
Yes.
You get the mouse that controls your phone screening view.
Right.
All right. And you go up to configuration. You click on the configuration tab.
Yeah.
It says desktop director.
Right.
Click on whatever it should say.
DD1 is checked. DD1 is checked.
We're looking.
Oh, I want to go to DD2?
Well, put the mouse over mode.
Okay.
Which one is checked?
Neither one, because it's one of those you can't check.
Right, but there should be they're dimmed, but one of them should indicate checked.
Producer is checked.
Producer is checked.
Right.
It could be talent.
Well, how am I going to change that? Because it's you can't click either one of them.
Try configuration DD, whichever is checked, DD1 or DD2, check the other one.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now try it.
It still comes up the same. Oh, but now talent is checked.
Okay, now try it.
So now let's see it. And I'm punching it up, and nothing's happening.
We might have to reset now that you've done that. On our end.
Who? You? Me?
Us.
Well, let me do it too. Just because I don't want to feel left out.
Okay.
Boy, is this place screwed up or what? Huh? God, this is just pathetic. Anyway, this fax here, while you're busy diddling around with that, and we're busy eating buttered popcorn.
Okay, I'll be in the other room.
Doing what? Oh, rebooting? It says the Mo Man got a hell of an ass-kicking, and why did they leave you off the Sun-Sentinel's Internet Sports page pool? Probably because I don't do a sports show, it would seem to me. That's why. Which local sports radio station do you prefer? Look at that. Now, what is this? When did this poll get taken? Must have been when I wasn't paying any attention. WQAM, 40.8%.
Last week.
Ticket, 50. Did you talk about this?
I mentioned it briefly. It was obviously some sort of a setup deal by them, you know. And they were hitting it really heavy duty on that station.
Now, what paper was this in? This was in the Sun-Sentinel? Oh, yes.
And they were hitting it on the air really heavy duty, telling everyone that
we were not?
I
guarantee if I would have been on, we'd have had like 8 million votes.
We ignored it all for most part.
The Ticket, 59.2%, QM, 40.8%. Who's your favorite local radio talk show host? I know it's got everybody. Orlando Alzagiri had 2.5%. Mo had 1%. Defo, 7.5%. The Humper had 10.3%. Hurry back, Humper. Eddie K, 1.5%. Dan La Bastard, 22.6%. Oh, this is as phony as an $84 bill. Mad Dog, 19.4%. O.J. McDuffie, 12.6%. Joe Rose, 13.2%. And the Bookster, 9.3%. This is all, this is a setup deal.
Right.
They just loaded this thing up. See, the only one that'll count will be the one that comes out tomorrow, the trend, the Arbitrend that comes out tomorrow. That's what we care about, not some stupid-ass poll that they loaded up on. We're pushing on the air. What sports radio talk show host do you prefer in the 7 to 10 a.m. slot? Hank, 33 points, and Joe Rose, 66.8. Well, that's interesting because that's just the other way around of how it came in the numbers. Or no, it's not. But whatever it is. What sports radio talk show host do you prefer in the 2 to 4 slot? Mo Howard David, 19.3%. The Booster, 80.7%. This is the phoniest thing I've ever seen in my life, okay? I mean, it's fine that they came out good, but are they kidding or what? Okay, now I have no dots.
Me either, so I'm resetting my computer. But the phone thing is working.
What do you mean by that?
In other words, the phone unit itself is working, but I don't have any dots and you don't have any dots, so I think we need to restart it all over again.
Oh, Jesus K. Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Justice Department adds new cover-ups. That's good. The cover-up is over at the U.S. Justice Department after more than 3 years of being blocked by large blue drapes. 2 Art Deco aluminum statues of semi-nude figures in the building's Great Hall can be seen again. The spirit of justice and the majesty of justice which loom over the stage in the Great Hall were blocked from view by curtains installed by the department in January 2003 when former Attorney General John Ashcroft was in office. The curtains were quietly removed on Friday after a decision by Attorney General Alberto Jose Jimenez Gonzalez, Justice Department spokesman Kevin Madden said. At one end of the stage is a 1930s-era female statue representing the spirit of justice. Although she wears a toga-style garment, one breast is exposed.
Oh, my gosh.
At the other end of the stage, a male statue represents the majesty of justice, and he has a cloth draped by his waist. When they were covered up, officials working for Ashcroft, a devout Christian, said the move to spend about $8,000 for curtains to cover the figures were made for TV aesthetics, which we don't believe that at all. So there you go. They got the drapes done. Isn't that nice? Now they can send them over to Dry Concepts. They can clean up nice and new, and that'll be it. I still don't see anything going on here.
No,
what are you doing?
We're going to have to redo it again because it came back up with no dots this time. So we're resetting it yet again.
Well, how could that be? Why did the dots disappear?
I don't know.
I mean, that's on your end, mister.
Of course it is.
And I reconfigured here, and I did exactly what I was told, and it's still screwed up. Even worse than it was before. Now, am I going to have to reboot again?
I don't know. Maybe.
How
maybe
boot
not.
it? What do you think? I'm sure the audience is really engrossed by this, or maybe just grossed out by it. I know I sure as hell am. In fact, I'd rather play that all the way till 2 o'clock.
Do it.
So anyway, I went to school with Sandy Koufax, and do you ever meet Larry King and what kind of a... Oh, brother, what a yenta. Bop, 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 bop. Get a life, pal. It would seem to me that if I was in New York City, I'd probably have something better to do than be calling up some stupid-ass talk show in Miami asking about Larry King. Maybe he's got like a Larry King blow-up doll, you think?
They have all kinds up there.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, they do. So I don't... Is this going to happen like spontaneously, or like have you got your dots back, or what? I don't want to get too aggravated about this, but I'm pretty aggravated.
We got our dots back, and you should too.
I do too. I got my dots. Now let's just see. Oh, there it is! Oh! Yes! I haven't heard anything, though. Hello?
Hello, hey there.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We
just fixed it. You're responsible. Thank you so much.
Hey, there you go. Every dog has his day. Hey, you just mentioned a good one for your poll, John Ashcroft at the Eagle store.
Yeah, he could really sing, couldn't he? Not?
Listen, 2-3 weeks ago, I dropped off some bumper stickers to a big guy with spiked hair and a beard.
Not Freaky Carlos.
Oh, is that Carlos?
Hey, when you see Carlos, just give us a message for me.
You fairy. I dropped off some bumper stickers say when Clinton lied, nobody died. Did they get to you?
Did you get them, George?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I never got any.
We didn't get them. Probably Carlos slapped them on somebody's during the Pride Parade.
Don't bring any more back, thank you.
Yeah, don't bring any more back, you said.
You don't want them?
No, thank you.
I don't know why you're so sour on it. I think it's a great bumper sticker. What's wrong with that, George?
You don't use them, and neither do I.
Oh, all right. Let me pass on.
What does that mean?
You don't use bumper stickers.
Well, how many did you bring?
About 8 or 10.
Oh, I see. I thought maybe you brought like 1,000 or something.
No. They're just small little stickers I brought out. When Clinton lied, nobody died.
I like that. I like it a lot. In fact, if you bring by 10, 15,000, we distribute them all over town.
Absolutely. Then sometime later this week, I'll get them by there again.
Okay.
And tonight,
just make sure it's on a day when I'm on the air, not George, because he's sour about this.
Okay. Tonight's The Warmonger is on TV. It's going to be like Kevin Bacon at the end of Animal House. All is well. All is well.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Pally. The phone works. Now, did we have engineering get their fingers involved in this or what? Well, that was good that we had. I like the fact we did this on the air. I guarantee you one place they never did that.
The history of rock and roll.
Oh, that's not it.
CKLW.
That's what I meant. They never did that.
No.
And it probably just as well for it. At least we're in the same format now. That poll really, I shouldn't let it bother me, but it just goes to show you that you clowns over there at the Sun-Sentinel, just like we did that poll. What was the poll? Oh, it was about Rich Waltz. And we never did get the one about Roxy Foxy. Never got that one. So they put one on there that, and isn't it interesting that the ticket is in bed with the Herald, and Sun-Sentinel should be well aware of that. And we actually occasionally say something nice about the Sun-Sentinel on this show. Not no mo. Not after they put a phony poll in there that get loaded up by those. Now, I don't understand. How come our people didn't, respond, you know?
Well, nobody...
This isn't the time to, roll over, although we do have, speaking of Carlos, some people do like to roll over.
We didn't have anybody on the air over here telling anyone to.
Why not?
Apparently the message in the station was to ignore it.
Well, why is that? Oh, my God. We need a wartime consigliere clearance. You know what?
Whatever.
We need not these wusses that we got in there, man. We got two powder puffs running around in that place. Just looking to let them roll over us like a Mack truck while we lay. Oh, okay, we'll just ignore it. We'll ignore it. Well, you see, it's a psychological thing. The people look at that thing in the newspaper. They think, look at that. Everybody's tuning to the other station. Now, these guys are history, man. They're ancient. They're old. Which, that part of it, of course, is true.
When it comes to sports, we're the authority. Sports Radio 560. Yesterday.
This is the Neil Rogers Show.
No.
This is your brain. Any questions?
Our guest is Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Good to see you, Larry.
Clear up something for us. What do you think of Monica Lewinsky?
You know, she is a wonderful, level-headed young woman with experience, and I have a lot of respect for her judgment.
Okay. Atlanta, hello.
Hi, Hillary. My question for you is it true you used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and have sex with Bill just to make sure you were the first lady?
Yes, yeah, I did.
Tampa, Florida, hello.
Hillary, I know you're over the age of 40, so I wanted to know, do you get your prostate checked often?
Absolutely.
You do?
I do.
Good man. So when is your next scheduled prostate exam?
Next year.
St. Joseph, Missouri, hello.
Hillary, I was wondering how many other women has your husband been with since you've been married?
I can't even begin to tell you. About half the country.
Well, how many interns is he still mailing today?
You know, I think there are 2,
Yeah.
and he's having a great time doing it.
We'll take a break and be back with Hillary Clinton. You're watching Larry King Live. Don't go away.
About 30, man.
It's 11:02 at 560. We got the phone working. Let's hear it. Huh? Time for a celebration. All right. To show you how bogus this poll is, there was another page that you just faxed me. Which sports radio talk show host do you prefer in the 4 to 7 p.m. slot? Jim Mandich, 44.5%. Dan LeBastard, 55.5%. I mean, is there anybody in their right mind who believes that? Get serious. Dan LeBastard, my ass. He's a talk show host like you're a brain surgeon, okay? He's a talk show host like Todd Dreck is a sales guy. Anyway, getting back to that, I got a good poll for, what day am I on? Thursday. I'm not going to tell you now.
All right.
I do. I got a really good one. Anyway, here's what we got so far today. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? 433 votes. Eminem, 79. Madonna, 67. Barbra Streisand, 65. Elvis, 62. Frank Sinatra, 46. Bobby Dylan, 37. Beatles, 20. Rolling Stones, 19. Steely Dan, 17. How come the Rolling Stones are getting a lot of votes? What's wrong? What is that all about?
They think they're overrated.
Well, they're not. Phil Collins, 16. Bon Jovi, 5. And Tom Petty don't have any except that lady called in. She was like wild. Tom Petty blows! Or something like that, she said. Here's one from Michelle who says, thought you might be interested in a poll Channel 10 is having about the Ten Commandments issue. The question is, should monuments of the Ten Commandments be allowed in government buildings and on government property?
No.
And the obvious answer is
no.
I thought you might be interested in freeping the poll. Well, that's good. If they're going to freep the Sun-Sentinel poll on us and the ticket, let's freep the Channel 10 poll. Let's just jeepers creepers start being a bunch of freepers. What do you say? Something to do during the summertime, right?
I reckon.
Keep us off the streets. What are you eating now? I bet it's like Howie's, BLT.
You know it.
See?
Celebratory BLT.
So what are we celebrating?
The phone's working.
Oh, that's right. How do you like that? Nice going, boys.
Oh.
WQAM, the phone is working.
And thank God
that makes
they
us
are.
feel so much better about the phone working. Thank God that he's back. That's been how many? It's been years since we heard. That was the real one, too, wasn't it?
At least one, the real one.
Nice going, Eddie. We're glad to see you got help. He's proof that Tom Cruise is right about psychiatry. WQAM, hello.
Tom Cruise said I'm well.
Line 9, last call. QAM, hello.
What radio station is Gnarly Charlie on?
Let's see now. Here it is. Local10.com/news. Whatever. I think if you could just go to the Channel 10 website, which I can do it right now, WPLG.com. Huh?
No, Lee Charlie's on the coast.
I don't care.
Well, that guy did.
Well, good. In other words, you're responding to it like it's a serious call, like a real question?
Lee Charlie's a good guy.
How do you? Who's that? Who is it?
He used to work over at, what do you call it? Kiss, I think.
He used to kiss it?
That's what I heard.
Okay, where's this poll?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Channel 10 poll? I'm all over their website like Stink on Greg. I can't see it. Huh? Looking for coupons. It's kind of hard to freak the poll when you can't find where it is on their damn website. Hey, Channel 10, you people need some serious help. Oh, and then, of course, click here to download plugin. That's the one thing I hate about Firefox. That's the only thing I dislike.
Well, you only have to do it once.
I don't have time to mess with that. Okay, Michelle, we'll freep it. Okay, 5670560 #5. You realize this was a great time killer. The first hour and 6 minutes.
I'm going to pull the plug on something else. Think of how much time we can get out of that.
That would be a good idea. Like, how about the transmitter?
That
sounds like a sensational idea.
Of course, they don't need me to do that.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I was on Sentinel.com. I think it was 2 days ago, and I saw that poll, and I never vote on them, but it was, I figured I might as well vote on this one, so I voted for Mad Dog, of course, like any sane human being.
Of course.
And Leviturd had such a huge lead that I know he himself was probably just sitting there on that computer voting for himself time and time again. Thanks a lot, Neil.
Thank you, Pally. Okay, see, there's one of our, and maybe all the people are over there. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. I mean, anybody that would listen to Dan LeBastard and OJ and Toast and that swill they got on the air. Of course, that's the sports nerd crowd. Maybe this station ought to discover, just like when we had, well, I don't want to go into it. I don't want to go back into it. You can't undo the past, They just keep making mistake after mistake after mistake. And then, of course, if I talk about it, I'm a bad guy. You are. And if you tell me any information on what's going on, then they really hate you like poison even more than usual. Right. So we're just mind our own business, keep our noses clean. WQAM, hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The Palmetto is a mess. Can someone just send a nuke down here?
It may be coming. Maybe there's a nuke coming. What do you think? Hey, did you hear about Catherine Harris, by the way?
No, what about her?
Oh, and speaking of Catherine Harris, what did I tell you? Remember when I said bring her on, please?
Oh, yeah.
They started taking polls on that thing, her against Bill Nelson, and Bill Nelson just absolutely demolishes Catherine Harris. Plus, if she did get the Republican nomination, she brings back all of those horrible memories about that fixed 2000 election.
Where is Nelson?
That's right.
Right, not to mention the citrus canker.
The citrus canker, which they wasted all that money and did absolutely nothing.
Right.
Nice going, boys.
$1 billion for
nice
nothing.
Going, fat ass governor.
Raping our yards, costing thousands of dollars some of us, and we got a coupon for it.
5670560 #5. The phone is working now. We don't have a lot of calls on there because the audience is a little bit gun shy. They're afraid that they're going to get cheesed off or something, or sliced off. 5670560 #560 on the Verizon and Singular wireless lines.
So did you find that poll?
No. On WPLG?
Yeah, I typed in the URL exactly as Michelle gave it to us.
Oh, well,
they have
I didn't have time to do that.
Survey over here.
And?
Well, it's about Paula Abdul, for Christ's sakes.
Oh, it's not the right one?
No.
Maybe they changed it.
I know.
Nice try, Michelle, but maybe they changed it on us real fast. Or maybe that was from yesterday. Or maybe you just had, one of those bad mushrooms. They seem to be going around. They're even invading our phone now. WQAM, hello.
Jumbo.
Yeah, Fat Chance. Talk about lifeless. You're right. And see, you encourage that.
Oh, yeah, me.
Yeah, that's one of your buddies. Probably go out to dinner with that
we're
guy.
Close.
Probably give him that flavor wave. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I'm going to send you City of God. I've been broke, man. I'm the one that faxed you. Don't believe it, man. I'm going to send you City of God. I want you to watch it. That's one movie you got to watch before you croak, you bastard.
See, there's been a big change in town. Not.
Has there?
Yeah. Same old crap, same old chronics with the same old nonsense. Which is good. At least they're still with us. They're not over there with those other guys. WQAM, hello.
Yo, what's up?
Yes, sir.
I'm not impressed with Stone Cold ice cream.
Oh, get out of here.
Really? We have one up
You must be Stone Cold, man.
No, I don't know. I wasn't that impressed.
Then, listen, do I know my ice cream or what?
Yeah, I agree.
One of my areas of expertise. I am the ice cream man.
Yeah? Well, I'll have to give it another shot.
Maybe you got the wrong flavor. Maybe you had them put too many marshmallows in there like Josh did.
No, I went with the Oreo cookie.
Oh, who wants that anyway?
Hey, how come QAM hasn't put Gelby and Roxy together as a power team combo?
There they are. Which one has the Tony?
I just can't believe those two guys have jobs on radio.
Hey, listen, if we got Lenny Martez on the air, what does that tell you?
All right, Neil, I'm going to head up to Stone Cold now. See you later.
Please, I'm telling you, and it's Cold Stone Creamery. Get it right. And wouldn't that be great to have them on the air? Maybe Berkeley can Cold Stone call them.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be good?
That'd be something.
In fact, she's out selling. She's cold calling psychiatrists for the Tom Cruise show. WQAM, hello. And believe me, if anybody needs a good shrink, it's that sales department. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon?
Cold?
Cold Stone. Get out of here. This is good, man. George is really, he is attracted. They always told me George has the intellectual callers, and it's obvious to me that they're right. I can't, no, seriously. You really, you're like a magnet. Yeah, it's just amazing. They just all come and hover around like hummingbirds.
One of the calls I had last week ripped me because I had nothing substantial to say for all my intellectual efforts.
We got plenty. This is an intellectual show, and if you don't believe me, go to Stone Cold. This is just killing 4 hours in the middle of a very terminal, boring, ponderous place. They swamped the end of the world. Those 3.5 days I spent there last week were like 3.5 years. Dark and pouring and nasty and thundering. I mean, I thought Florida was about sunshine and fun.
One of those.
Florida's about masochism, man. You have to be a maniac to be there. WQAM, hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Speaking.
Hey, Neil, how come no more beaded curtain girls?
What I tell you.
WQAM, just ignore it, okay? Don't even dignify with a response. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Ken Jennings, you idiot. You quizzling idiot. I hate you. I hope you get fired, you fat-ass idiot. Thanks.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Hey, I just want to let you know, talking about Florida, supposed to be fun in the sun, I think it's boring. I'm heading to Las Vegas. I'm going to get a
listen, there's a plane leaving in about an hour and a half. You can make it. 12 minutes after 11. We know it's boring. We know it's ponderous. Listen to these people calling. They're desperate. They're reaching out for a lifeline, man. They're reaching out for anything. They're like their arms are like they're at a revival or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
In fact, a lot of these people need to be revived. Or maybe it was a bad idea that they were revived. I don't know. And I get a lot of suggestions for the poll today, which is fine with me because poll building is boring, you know? And I got a giant pile here, as you would expect. I mean, I do a little show prep. I'm only on twice a week.
Yeah, you got lots of time for that.
12 minutes after 11 at 560 WQAM. Don't forget everybody's favorite, the Mo Man. Thank you, Judge Mo. Mo with the man. You know? Not our Mo, but Judge Mo. Nice going, Judge. A man with huge, gigantic balls. Good Life Credit asked the question, do you know what's on your credit report? If not, remember this number, 866-625-0444. It's the fact that 80% of credit reports contain errors that affect your credit score, and we all know the problems that come with a bad credit score. If you've ever tried to contest an error that appears on your credit report, you know what a pain that can be. Good Life Credit is here to correct those errors for you. Good Life Credit's in-house attorneys will do all the work for you, and there are no setup fees either. Good Life Credit will order your credit report from the 3 major credit bureaus, write the letters of discrepancies, and straighten out any inaccuracies. So don't let somebody else's mistake cost you a high credit score. Before you visit the dealership or call the realtor, do yourself a big favor and call Good Life Credit at 866-625-0444. That's 866-625-0444, or on the web, it's goodlifecredit.com. The call can save you thousands in the long run. Good Life Credit. Make the call. Get back on track to living the good life.
When it comes to sports, we're the authority. Sports Radio 560. Rock solid QAM.
We got a camera so you can watch them on your TV. She's not a girl, not yet a woman, so Kevin keeps on screwing pretty. You'll see she's not very smart. You'll hear Kevin fart. You might even see her go down. She will always be half dressed. Kevin needs a breath. She just can't understand how one small handicap made a hit show on TV. Satellite, marrying her you keep on spreading her legs for Kevin Federline.
Okay, so you made fun of poor Michelle, and she straightened me out. In fact, there's the poll result right now on channel 10WPLG.com.
Oh, how do you like that? I went and voted on it. It's depressing.
Well, there's only a few votes. Give us a chance, okay? You are so negative. What is it, Josh? What happened to him last week? Did he get like a bad bowl of grits?
What are you talking about? Bad bowl of grits. Only 2 votes?
I said there are so few votes.
Oh.
142 votes by my count. Huh?
Nevertheless.
So far, the should monument. Here's how you get to it, folks. You go to the Channel 10 website, and then there's the picture of the 10 Commandments there on their front page, the main page, and you click on the story. Decision may allow for Lauderdale. Well, first you click on the 10 Commandments story, and then the title story. Decision may allow for Lauderdale other monuments to stand. That's where it takes you to, and right under there is the poll. That's all. Just one little click will do it. And the question is, thanks, Michelle. I'm sorry George ripped you an ass. Should monuments of the 10 Commandments be allowed in government buildings and on government property? Yes, 84. No, 48. Each case should be decided individually, 10. That's only 142 votes. Mm-hmm. So if you want to Jeepers Creepers, do a little creeper, fine. If not, that's okay, too. Maybe you have more important things to do, but I seriously doubt it, based on these calls so far. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular wireless lines. The one good thing I see about these calls so far that indicates something good is happening in Florida, that is that it's the end of June and most people are not there. Most people, when in doubt, they got the hell out. And these are the people we have left. Mm-hmm. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, let's talk to Neil.
Yes, sir, speaking.
Neil, going to Italy tomorrow night for a wedding on Saturday. Any restaurants in Rome?
Yeah, there's a great McDonald's right by the Piazza della Repubblica. Any good restaurants in Rome? No, they're all bad. Jesus Christ almighty. Every trattoria, man, you'll be just you'll be doing the old manja dance. Manja, even without the ganja. We're having a great time. Just enjoy the food, Pally, and get out of my life. This is amazing to me. This is like a synopsis of everything from like the last almost 30 years now.
About 30, man.
All rolled up into a ball of you-know-what. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Okay, sir.
Listen, for the poll, Jennifer Lopez. That bitch can't sing.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. See, that's exactly the opposite of what, because nobody said that she's a good singer.
Well,
see, overrated would mean that a lot of people just fawn all over and think that the person is great. Nobody says J-Lo can sing or act or anything else except have a big
nobody who
ass.
thinks and he has ears. I have two quick points, and then you guys said you opened my eyes about religion and stuff. So I hope you can help me.
Yes.
I think it's all silly, but didn't we pick on the
it's
wrong...
not silly. It's dangerous. It's not silly. If it was like, it was just a bunch of like Grimm's fairy tales, that would be one thing. But people are killing each other every day over my God is better than your God.
I totally agree. But didn't we pick, of all the religions, the one that these people truly believe? Because all these Christians and all these, they say one thing and they do another. But these people, at least they follow the silliness that they believe. You understand?
No, they don't.
No? Okay. Well, I've never heard of another thing. Now,
in other words, you think that they practice what they preach? You really believe that?
No.
Like Jim Baker and all these other fakers?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Jimmy Swaggart?
No. That
Paul Crotch? Paul and his crotch?
No, you didn't understand.
I don't understand. No comprendo.
The Christians, are the ones who started the war, are the ones that they say they believe one thing and they do another.
Yeah.
But the ones that were fighting, at least they follow what they say, you know?
He's talking about the Muslims.
The Muslims?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a question to you. They call them Islamists. Can we call these people Christianists?
Christianists and Jewicists. Get out of here. Let's see. What does this one say? Overrate who... I saw this story. Overrate who died, risk dying earlier.
Oh, he says it's the first page.
It's another one of those stupid stories about, well, don't lose any weight. Yeah, whatever. It's nonsense. Now, look at that. We already got 84 to 69 now. It's almost even, Steven. It's 51 to 42%. Right. And 12 say each case should be decided. See, it's starting in just a matter of moments. See that?
Power.
No, listen to me. This business, I'd like to know who it was in that radio station that made that decision. We should just ignore that poll in there. It's all psychological, man. It's bad PR. Bad PR to have a poll in a major newspaper. You only got 2 stinking newspapers, and believe me, they both do stink in that whole area that anybody reads. And there's a poll in there, and it makes it appear like, oh, everybody in a sports crowd, they're all going over to the ticket. They're going to 790 because they got these great personalities on here. They got the OJ man, and they got the bastard. So somebody in that building just wimped out. When in doubt, wimp out. That's not the way to do it, okay? Ignoring them isn't going to make them go away. You gotta grab the bull by the horn. You know what I'm saying? Grab it. You idiots. You quislings me. You fail. Yeah. Clarence and Duff, man. The balls of a fruit fly. The balls of a hummingbird. What singer or group the most overrated of all time? We're asking. Not getting a lot of suggestions for this. We could have 50,000 on here. I'm glad that we don't. It's just as well. 5670560. It's just that the phone is working now. We had to go through such gymnastics to get it working. It'd be, good to have a real call pretty soon. What do you think? Like about 1:30? WQAM, hello.
Hi.
WQAM, hello. Okay. QAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
Listen, it's just amazing how many idiots call into your show in Georgia.
30, man.
Yeah, so far. We love it.
The reason I was calling is that
when the idiots stop calling, man, we're in deep crap.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. The reason I was calling is that you always speak about Firefox being really good. I tried that. I just wanted to know, have you or George ever tried Opera?
No.
I hate the Opera.
Heard about it.
Look what happened in Godfather 3 at the Opera.
It is really good. Just try it and then, tell me what you think or tell your listeners.
I'll try it this afternoon. I'll give it a shot.
All right, man.
Okay? Thanks a lot, Pally. And that reminds me of that scene in Godfather 3 where Connie said, remember he brings in the bodyguards? Mm-hmm. Vincent, he brings in those two twins. And she says, are they as good as they look?
Yeah.
If I could tell you the number of times I've seen, I know this sounds awfully gay, but I've seen a young couple in a shopping mall or walking around, and I want to say to the girl, is he as good as he looks? You know what I'm saying?
So,
which of course would be very annoying to both of them, and I wouldn't do it. It's just the thought does cross my mind. Is that really as good as it looks? Follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
And of course, if she don't want to tell me, maybe I can find out, but I doubt it.
Junior.
Angelina stole Jennifer's man. She's wrecked marriages from Jersey to Japan. Now the flying cunning mix picked the pretty one that stinks. And I bet Rachel from Friends is not a fan. Angelina Jolie is of course. If a man meets her, he's headed for divorce. And all he'll have left is sand. So long to that wedding band. Would you give it up for one night? Yes, of course. All right. She's the sexiest woman in the world. In all creation, I love every part of her from lips to feet. She's a 10, see a gem. There are lots of other men. Good luck finding one who'd meet her and not cheat.
Carpenter's Top of the World. Remember that song?
Sure. Hey, you know that fax that I sent you about the overweight stuff?
Yes.
Mark apparently thinks that you need it again and again.
No, Mark.
And again.
I already saw that. I didn't need it even the first time because I saw the story. I read it. I've been there, done that. It's from The Guardian, which I read religiously. And I Schmidt canned it. So, Mark, no thanks. Anyway, that song I was starting to say, The Carpenters, reminds me of same kind of like syrupy,
All right.
Insulin shot.
We'll sing in the sunshine.
Gail Garnett, I think she's dead, by the way, Gail Garnett. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? We don't have a large list there. I'll tell you another one that needs to be on there, Rod Stewart.
Okay.
The scary thing is that there actually are people who think that he can sing, including himself. The fact that he thinks that he's sexy, that alone is scary. But the fact that he thinks he can sing. Now, the good news is we've already turned the poll around, and we've only just begun, speaking of Carpenters.
Turn that poll around.
98 to 87. And 15 say each case should be decided individually, which is okay, I guess.
I got 101.
You got what? That's because you just went to it again.
Yes, I did.
See how we're pulling away in the stretch? Nice going, boys. 5670560, pound 560 in the Verizon Singular wireless lines. George will be on tomorrow. I'll be back for Thursday. George will be on Friday, and then that's the way it goes. And then a week from Thursday, we got a ball game at 12:30. So I'm going to have to go into training to be able to work that extra 2.5 hours. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Project Brown's my favorite chronic.
Remember what I told you about these people? Mm-hmm. I think they meet like once a month.
You ever thought of having a talk show with no host?
In a dark room somewhere, in a dark padded room. All of these people meet.
No padding, please. Spikes.
Fine, they're padding something.
Rectum.
WQAM, hello. QAM.
Yeah, hi Neil. This is David. I got a name for your poll.
What do you got, David?
I have Paul Anka.
Paul Anka, who I think is okay. Yeah, he never stole a freight train. Okay, thanks, Pally. Paul Anka once had a canka. I just made that up, but it sounds good. Now, let's see. He's from, what is he, a Lebanese? He's Canadian, eh?
Paul
He's
Anka?
Canadian boy, but he's by way of somewhere in the Middle East.
I don't know. I thought that was Casey Kasem.
No. So let's see, him too. Let's see, had Diana. Overrated. That was a good choice. That's exactly what we're talking about. Highly overrated. Like a great, he's okay. Also, he wrote, what great song did he write? My Way for Frank Sinatra he wrote.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
See, you learned something that's not even Nunez yet, and you're already learning crap on this show.
So
See, who
lame.
said this wasn't an intellectual show? Paul Anka wrote My Way, and then handed over to Frank Sinatra and says, see if you can sing it, okay, Grease Man?
Didn't he also write Heaven My Baby?
Well, I mean, he sang that. I'm talking about something he wrote for somebody else. Well, he did that, having your somebody's baby. Well, maybe it was Tom Cruise's baby. I don't think so. Hey, Tom, guess what?
You fairy.
WQAM, hello.
Good Lord.
WQAM, that was so weak. QAM, hello. I don't think that was even really him, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, it was a fake Gilbert. QAM, I'll tell you that. Now, go look in the mirror, whoever that caller was. Look in the mirror and say to yourself.
I have no life.
Because when you got to be a fake Gilbert, I mean, that's really, you know.
Gilbert wannabe.
Oh, my
high
God. Does that tell you how where he stands on the food chain?
Setting the bar high.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, you have Wayne Newton on the phone?
Wayne Newton, and there actually are people like my friend the Humper. Remember one time I heard him talking about going to a Wayne Newton concert in Vegas. Remember that? And how great it was, and what a great show he puts on. Oh, my goodness. So let's get Wayne Newton on there. Hank is home sick today. Maybe he'll vote on that. How's that poll coming on WPLG.com? Don't forget, click on the story where it says about religion and monuments and these Supremes. I like the Supremes, okay. How come that thing isn't coming up on my... why do I have to keep typing that in? How come the URL isn't coming up on my thing?
Open up a different window.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to open a window. It's like 85 degrees outside. I want to open up a window. Windows is evil, man. Bill Gates is the Antichrist. Make no mistake about it. Nerd. A nerd with billions. Isn't that pathetic?
87 to 111.
What is it? 187
to
111. The negatives are in the lead now. And pulling away, baby. We're kicking some serious ass. Spread the word around town. Stick it in the...
Cube.
That's right. Oh, and by the way, while I was away, while I was on vacation, and I'm down there, oh, my goodness. Remember we had the story about our good friend Preston Hen being Baker-acted from the swap shop a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
If anybody needs to be Baker-acted, it's your fat-ass governor. Mm-hmm. This business with the Terry Schiavo and Michael Schiavo thing, yeah. I mean, we're really, he makes Tom Cruise seem sane. That's your fat-ass governor. You people out there that continue to support him for whatever reason, maybe like fat-ass crazy people, whatever it might be. Wow. Holy moly. Just Baker-act him. Put him away before he does any more damage, please. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello. 2 in a row. WQAM, hello.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh, yeah. He can really sing it, man. He can sing it and he can bring it. And he can swing it, is what I hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they love him in Germany.
I was not ready for that.
Oh, boy. Can he sing?
No.
Or what? WQAM, hello.
I've lost my Oxycontin.
Oh, you know what? I was working on this to show you how much show prep I did for the show.
I couldn't sleep at all.
No, that's not the one. I wasn't working on that. Where is it?
Over there?
It's number 15. Well, excuse me.
I'll play some Wayne Newton while you're...
No, just a minute.
Okay.
How do you like that, huh? Don't have it down quite the way I'd like to, but I'm working on it.
Keep practicing, yeah.
Here's a fax from Mason in Pompano Beach. He says, from June 1 to 18, I was in the Netherlands on business. First time there. Wanted to write and share some of my impressions. Oh, remember the impressions?
Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield.
Want to hear some?
No. You were right about at least one thing. I've never seen... No, instead of the impressions, I'd rather hear... Oh! I love that. Anyway, I guess we better do the break because this is a very long fast. It'll kill some good time. Then before you know it, it'll be noon already. How do you like that? See that? You're learning from the master, man, how to kill some good time without doing a damn thing.
When it comes to entertainment, it's Neil Rogers Middays.
Oh, my God.
Sports Radio 560, QAM. Miami town.
Yes.
At 560 WQAM. Boys in the bedroom. What are you talking about? No boys in the bedroom. Stay away from Bobby, Joey, Petey, and Neil. Michael Jackson, maybe you should sell your Ferris wheel.
Neil, get on.
Ferris wheel. I don't want to hear about you on the TV news. Don't let any toddlers run around in other rooms. You've been crazy since the very first day you were born. But if you want to stay out, you better hide all of your porn. And no boys in the bedroom. Isn't there another way? No boys in the bedroom. Can we talk about it? Stay away from Johnny, Louie, Timmy, and Neil. Michael Jackson, maybe you should sell your Ferris wheel. Oh, I don't want to sell the wheel. And no boys in the bedroom. No boys? No boys in the bedroom. How about the hallway? Stay away from Jorge, Pedro, Skippy, and Dan. For Michael Jackson, you may have to tell them. There must be another way.
You fair. You also, we both got on there, Jorge and Neil.
How about that?
I'm honored. Now, let me just say this to you. This is a pretty pee-poor response. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm really disappointed in this crowd. All 100 of them. You see that? The response on the Channel 10 poll about monuments of the Ten Commandments and yada yada. Yes, 89. No, 124. Which, that's fine. We turned it around. But that's only 230 votes. It's 200 and what?
About 30, man.
About 30 votes, which is less than 100 on there since we started talking about half an hour ago.
And it seems to be slowing down after that initial push.
Yeah, after that initial, Michelle went to all the trouble in there to see Jeepers Creepers. Could we be good creepers? Maybe that's why we wussed out on that thing with the ticket, huh? Maybe that's why we didn't do it. We didn't want to be embarrassed by the fact that our audience is such a bunch of slackers, huh? Well, see, you don't have the beaded curtain on there anymore. Nobody's on your website. Maybe that's a part of it, too. Well, you know what? Tough bananas. You go to jail for the pictures. How do you like that? All these spineless cowards out there. What are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for... Every day we give you 4 hours of this crap for free. How do you like that? It doesn't cost you a dime. And a website, we have all those stories that Josh, even as we speak, probably is working feverishly over getting those stories on there.
I already did them. Thanks.
See, already done it. He's on the way to Cold Stone Creamery right now to get stoned. What?
That's not where you do it.
Hey, I got news for you. Are you kidding me? That stuff, oh, that was the greatest piece of luck that was the night before I left that I got out of there. Oh, man. Because I know I'd have gone back. It's just worse than anything. Worse than crack cocaine, man. Worse than heroin. Worse than just your regular azúcar. It's just brutal. Good stuff. So if you look like Ichabod Crane, if you need to gain about 50 pounds, believe me, start today and by the weekend you'll be like a blimp. Yeah, Michelle went to the trouble of us trying to freak this pool, and you people, all you got to do is go to the channel10wplg.com. It just takes one click. One click and a vote, that's all. So 2 clicks, that's it. Oh, we can't do that. That's pretty obvious. Boy, you see, these people need to be whipped into shape. I'm just the guy to do it. I'm the whipper. You go to WPLG.com, you click on the second story there. First you got the sharks and the drowning and the biting and all that, and then right underneath there is the story about should the monuments of the Ten Commandments, yada, yada, yada. And you click on that, and it'll take you right to that story there about Fort Lauderdale and the monument. And then right under there is the poll, and you just click no, and you can keep going back. That's the interesting thing. We got about 90 votes on there, and I voted 3 or 4 times, and you probably did too. So what does that mean? How many people did we actually get off their ass to freak this poll?
About 30, man.
Huh? Lazy, shiftless. There's a story about John Walton there, John Boy, on CNN. Oh, and speaking of CNN, they're like they're having a big fire sale, I guess. They're blowing everybody out. I guess it cost them a lot of money to keep feeding Candy Cowley. 5670560. Now let's see. Let's get back to our poll. Okay, let's get back to us and stop with this cockery. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time, he asked. We got 567 votes. That's not too bad, huh? Eminem 107, Madonna 87. Let's see, I did like Borderline, Feeder Line. I like that. And what else did she do not like? Nothing.
Live to Tell is the only song of hers that I like.
Oh, and other than that, crap. Barbra Streisand 77, Elvis 76, Frank Sinatra 58, Bob Dylan 48. See, he's more popular in South Florida because he's a whiner. Rolling Stones 28, Beatles 26, Phil Collins 23. Yeah, he's okay, and he did some good music, but, the genesis of all of this, Genesis, Exodus, right?
Right.
He's okay, but overrated. Mm-hmm. Steely Dan 19, Bon Jovi 12, Wayne Newton 4, Paul Anka 1, Tom Petty 1, Rod Stewart don't have any. Oh, please don't tell me that you people like Rod Stewart's music, and I use that term so loosely, and you criticize my taste in music. I'd rather be strapped, speaking of that bit we played, strapped to a chair and forced to hear Huey Piano Smith sing Don't You Just Know It for 400 days in a row than hear Rod Stewart sing one note. You think Rod Stewart is good?
No, I liked a couple of his songs 100 years ago, but,
right.
Maggie May and...
Yeah, it was okay. It was like noisy. It was a lot of noise.
I mean, but at no point did he ever have a good voice. He just kind of listened. What
about Josh? You don't like Rod Stewart, do you?
Not really, no.
Oh. Well,
I
never know with you. I'm always kind of like breathless, like Jerry Lee Lewis would say, breathless, in anticipation of a really screwed up, like the Cold Stone Creamery thing.
Well, again, I really overdid it. I didn't realize. They asked me.
Let me just say this to you, okay? They know their crap. It's pretty obvious to me from tasting two different flavors, which I don't remember. One was like a praline. It was just disgusting. It was so good. Seriously, it was like, take sex and multiply times 100. That was Cold Stone Creamery. That's how good that was. I mean, it's just it goes off the Richter scale. So just let them. They know what they're doing. They know their crap. Don't try to embellish it.
It was the chick's fault. She implied I should do it. She was like, "You want some more?"
She told you to do it. Well, you should have done it.
You want s'mores?
Yeah. So I said, okay.
Maybe you could have put a little something extra in there.
You are not alone, guys.
You fairy.
WQAM. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of the beaded Kurt.
Okay, good. Okay. Here he is. It took almost 2 hours to get him on there. WQAM, hello.
Can we have therapy?
WQAM, hello.
Boring.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing? You got to get Michael Bolton on that.
Yeah, the people at the coast thought Michael Bolton could sing, and look what happened to them.
Thanks.
Thank you, Callie. Michael Bolton. How about Gloria Estefan?
Okay.
I think she deserves a good shot, huh? Especially from that guy in the boat. Oh, that's right. It was his fault, or he? What was the deal on that? No matter what you say, it was still her fault. And her pain in the ass husband, too. She always sends me like a Christmas card. I don't know where the hell she got my address. Every year I get like some kind of or maybe it's there at the station.
The address at the station, yeah.
Oh, God. Gloria, just go away. Don't go away mad, honey. Just go away permanently. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, that ice cream place, there was a place in Coconut Grove years ago. I think it was called like Steve's or something like that. They used to do that. And I don't know why, but they just never hung around there. I don't know if it...
Well, hey, listen, don't count your chickens before they... Because this place may go out of business, too, even as good as it is. Because every time a good ice cream place comes along, they disappear fast.
Yeah, it was great. They did the same folding on the marble and all that. It was wonderful.
There's nothing like folding it, man.
That's right. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, we never encountered that one. Thank God. I'd probably be in a box right now. Talk show in a box.
What's in the box?
Me. 5670560, pound 560. Oh, that's who you can send over there. He probably doesn't show his face around there anymore, does he?
Who?
Fat boy.
Sure.
He does?
Brings that copy,
You have to be kidding me.
You got a whole bunch of new copy today. Where do you think?
I understand that. I'm not talking about that. You mean for his massive number of account that he has on his show?
Correct.
Yeah. Don't get me started. See, why did you do that? I was in such a good mood
I didn't bring him up.
Tub of crap. That piece of turd. Anyway, here's this fax again. From June 1st to 18th, I was in the Netherlands on business. First time there. Wanted to write and share some of my impressions. You were right about at least one thing. I've never seen so many beautiful younger people, both men and women. Did I actually say that? I said there were a lot of young people, and there were a lot of, I don't know. Can't even come close to Toronto, eh? I stayed in Woerden, 20 miles south of Amsterdam, where the company's offices are, but did manage to spend some time in Amsterdam, the Utrecht area, and The Hague. My first night, we had dinner at a restaurant down the street from my hotel, and our waiter would give Tom Welling a run for his money. Some other impressions. His waiter would give Tom Welling a run for his money.
You fairy.
Dining out is a totally different experience. It's not just a place to go eat, but it's a social event, and it goes on about, most dinners consist of 4 to 5 courses, last 3 hours. This man must have been smoking some heavy-duty stuff, man. He must have done a whole box full of magic mushrooms. A crate. I recommend the following places if you haven't eaten there. Here you go. If you're going to Amsterdam, Dorius is in the Crown Plaza Hotel in Amsterdam. And then he's got places in The Hague and in Utrecht. Well, nobody's going there. Not if they're smart. He said the Dutch know how to drive. They better with all those 1.5-lane roads and the kamikaze bicyclists. The driver's license test is very tough. I'm told the failure rate is about 50%. I heard it was more like...
About 30, man.
Public schools require minimum 4 years of English, French, and German. It was funny when I'd approach a young person and say, Spricht u Engels? You speak English? Most would meekly say a little bit just to cover their ass.
Rectum.
I also noticed that the Dutch TV stations show American programs in spoken English with Dutch subtitles, unlike the French and German stations I got in my hotel that dub American shows in their own language. Okay? Lots of things are expensive. American motorists shouldn't complain that gas in the... Oh, by the way, thanks, Mr. President, for those low gas prices. Yeah. $60 a barrel for oil. How do you like that, huh?
Just the beginning.
I'd rather start pouring olive oil in my tank. I also noticed that, he said, lots of things are expensive. That's why I saw a grand total of $7 a gallon, he says. Grand total of one SUV my entire time, and why a large percentage of the population uses bicycles and trains as their primary mode of transportation. And don't forget the tram, too, Mason. You were right about things being more civilized over there, and I can see why you stay there during the summer. Mason, guess what? He's just a little in the behind, don't you think? I haven't had, what is it? This is the second year in a row I have not been in Amsterdam in the summertime? Mm-hmm. Because the apartment was not civilized, because it was uncivilized, it was unsanitary, it was uninhabitable, it was unbelievable is what it was. Crap. Wow. Well, that's probably why you can't find any soap over there, because most of the Dutch are afraid they're going to drop it. Somebody better tell them about that body wash. Oh, I found some new... Oh, man. I don't want to go on about it, you know?
Body wash?
Yeah.
New brand?
Yeah, I did. Well, it's not a new brand, but it's a new, flavor. I don't know what else you call them.
More
so I call them flavors.
Okay.
If you really get depressed, just sit back and drink it. Did I we don't have a spot here right now, do we? Because I just Schmidt canned that page along. Huh? We do not. We got time, though, for this.
When it comes to sports, we're the authority. Sports Radio 560, QAM.
This is Mark Morgan. It's the 12 to 1 hour on QAM.
Now see here, I ain't never said no. I'm getting very annoyed about me saying doy. I ain't never said it. But they continue to say that I that they ought to pay me by the doy.
Exactly. So wait till you hear this. You ready for this? Strap yourself in.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Okay, you'll see.
Mr. Baseman, you've got that dirty something. Mr. Baseman, you've got that music something. To you it's easy. When you go 1, 2, 3 to the ba-ba-ba. Yeah, Mr. Baseman, you're all
okay, a little out of sync, but I like it.
Great.
I'm going to get that down to a science. I'm going to work on that feverishly in all my spare time.
You'll have to work with the vary pitch on one of those units.
Right. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, that's...
Mr. Baseman, you've got that certain something.
Just for people like Josh Cordes who don't know a song that was written before 1990, 5, 6, before 2000.
Right.
Just relax, okay? Just enjoy your free lunch there and relax. I know there's a lot of pressure. You got to go to the ballpark tonight, and Goose Dave Van boring up a little bit.
Just because I haven't seen any movies from the 40s, you know.
Right. I'm not the one promoting movies from the 40s. That's George.
No, I'm looking desperately for one
good movie from the
40s movie. Besides
Casablanca, which sucked.
Hats and smoking and drinking and walking and talking.
Only the Sherlock Holmes movies, the original ones in the early 40s. Those are the only ones I can think of. Okay. And how about the Third Man with Joseph Cotten?
I never saw any one of them.
Oh. In fact, just do a Google on Joseph Cotten and you'll find a lot of... He was a very good actor. Underrated. Joseph Cotten Batten. Oh, and speaking of overrated, the American Idol contestant who claims to have had an affair with Judge Paula Abdul was cited on a misdemeanor battery charge after getting into an alleged food fight with his record company manager at a hotel, Sacramento police said yesterday. Corey Clark. Hey, Corey!
You fairy!
Corey Clark, 24, was ordered to appear in Sacramento County Superior Court July 22nd after police were called to Sacramento Sheraton Grand Hotel Saturday morning by guests, said police spokesman Sergeant Justin Risley. Clark and the record company executive, Laura Kathleen Troy. Well, that name keeps popping up a lot. First we had Doris Troy, and this morning we had our sales guy,
Troy!
And now we got the record company executive, Laura Kathleen
Troy!
How do you like that? Troy's popping up all over. That's what Scaran said. Were having breakfast in one of the two rooms they rented when they began arguing over an incident from Clark's Friday night concert at Rayleigh Field in West Sacramento. It ended up as a food fight, throwing dishes. The injuries were relatively minor, Risley said. I think it was mutual, a back-and-forth kind of thing. Police found both Clark and Troy with scratches on their arms and cited Clark for misdemeanor battery. Troy, 34 of L.A., was uncooperative, did not want charges filed. It wasn't even clear they were in a dating relationship, Risley said. Yeah, she handles his business affairs. They happen to be having breakfast together. You think they're in a dating relationship? No. Oh, by the way, we're like 290-some votes on that poll now on Channel 10. We don't want to tell you how to vote on it, about the monuments. We don't want to give you any suggestions.
No.
You vote your conscience.
No.
So there you go. And Corey Clark, another stiff. Wait till you hear this story.
All right.
So I'm going to go through a lot of my pile here because these calls are just... I mean, we got like the same 7 people out there who couldn't get out of town on a freight train. It's just pathetic. Scientists have created eerie zombie dogs, reanimating the canines after several hours of clinical death and attempts to develop suspended animation for humans.
I'm dying over here.
Not so fast. U.S. scientists have succeeded in reviving the dogs after 3 hours of clinical death, paving the way for trials on humans within years. Pittsburgh's Safer Center for Resuscitation Research, I bet you didn't even know there was such a place, did you?
No idea.
It's safer there. Has developed a technique in which subjects' veins are drained of blood and filled with an ice-cold salt solution. Oh, my God, it's time to drain it. The animals are considered scientifically dead as they stop breathing and have no heartbeat or brain activity. But 3 hours later, their blood is replaced and the zombie dogs are brought back to life with an electric shock. This is shocking. Plans to test the technique on humans should be realized within a year, according to the Safer Center. It's safer that way.
Yeah.
In fact, let's all just go through that until Bush is out of office.
I got some people in mind.
Safer. However, rather than sending people to sleep for years, then bringing back to life to benefit from medical advances, the boffins would be happy to keep people in the state for just a few hours. The boffins. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is that like the dolphins?
I know about
the boffins. But even this should be enough to save lives, such as battlefield casualties and victims of stabbings or gunshot wounds who have suffered huge blood loss. During the procedure, blood is replaced with a saline solution at a few degrees above zero. The dog's body temperature drops to only 7 degrees Celsius, which is 45, compared with the usual 37 Celsius, which is like 100 and something, inducing a state of hypothermia before death. Although the animals are clinically dead, their tissues and organs are perfectly preserved. Damaged blood vessels and tissues can then be repaired via surgery. The dogs are brought back to life by returning the blood to their bodies, giving them 100% oxygen, and applying electric shocks to restart their hearts. Tests show they are perfectly normal with no brain damage. The results are stunning. I think in 10 years, it says here, we should be able to prevent death in a certain segment of those using this technology, said one U.S. battlefield doctor. How do you like that? We're going to live forever. What do you think? Not. Oh, if you're in Florida, who'd want to make it to the end of the week when you come right down to it, right?
Oh, no, thank you.
What singer or group is the most overrated of all time, we asked. I thought we'd have a huge list here today, but everybody's out of town that ever heard any music. Either that or they're on their way to Cold Stone Creamery. Or they're voting on the Channel 10 poll. Please. 615 votes. That's not so bad, huh?
No, it's all right.
Well, see, we got to figure out with the beaded curtain going. Now, you got a double whammy going on. Because, number one, everybody's out of town. It's the end of June. And number two, the beaded curtain just disappeared a week ago Thursday. So as a result of that, our website is kind of like illin' a little bit, huh? We're kind of chilling, but the website is illin'.
Gee, we won't make all that money now.
Yeah. What's poor Eric going to do? He may lose some weight. Now that he can't afford all those extra meals with the big bucks he makes off our website. It's a labor of love. Eminem 113, highly overrated. Can he sing or what? Madonna 94, Elvis 84. Oh, speaking of Eminem, you know what we need to play?
Oh, I got an idea.
Okay, let me find it. Just a little. Just a touch.
Not to wet your beak.
I am Mo Howard today, decrepit and I'm ancient.
Okay, that's enough. But it, you know, it kind of like fit right in. Anyway, Eminem is leading 113, Madonna 94, Elvis 85, Barbra Streisand 80, Frank Sinatra 60. Could he sing or what?
No.
Could he belt him out? He did it his way. Bob Dylan 51, written by Paul Anka, by the way. Rolling Stones 31, Beatles 28, The Beatles. Phil Collins 23, Steely Dan 19, Bon Jovi 14, Wayne Newton with his old donkey chain 13. Rod Stewart 3, Michael Bolton 2, Paul Anka 2, and Tom Petty 1 out of 619 votes. I'm pretty impressed with that total. It ain't too bad, you know, considering all things unequal, wouldn't you say?
It's not bad. Sorry, I was talking into a dead mic again.
So what's unusual about that?
Nothing
Oh, that's
at
right.
all.
Don't fix that thing in there, guys. Engineering.
Whatever.
Don't go fixing that mic switch. That would be a little bit too much like work. WQAM, hello. See, I was going to get in a few great calls this hour.
Hello, Neil.
Really? Yes, sir.
William Hung.
Yeah, he's definitely rated very highly. Yeah, he ought
Critically
to be.
acclaimed William Hung.
From what we hear, being of his persuasion, he's probably not. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, finish playing that song, you pole smoker.
What a giveaway.
Wow.
It's out there now.
You fairy.
I say we put that on endless loop, play it till midnight. What do you say? Kick the crap out of that other joint. It's just, and you never did answer my question. Maybe you're just trying to like avoid a contretemps there.
About what?
About who was saying just ignore that thing, that poll on the Sun-Sentinel?
Apparently it was an edict that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
And I was told after I had already mentioned it.
We're just going to ignore it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Really make us look good to the public out there, Clarence. That must have been Clarence, or maybe even the Muffmeister, although I doubt that. I don't think the Muffmeister has that much power anymore. He could make a decision like that. Maybe the two of them put their heads together. Huh?
No comment.
I know. Especially right in the middle of lunch hour. What a test thought that is. What an image that conjures up. 12 minutes past noon. Boy, these Tuesday and Thursday shows are sure great. Oh! For me, I'm having a wonderful time. Just like you say, wet your beak. Just a little taste. Don't want to like overindulge. It's like that Cold Stone Creamery ice cream. Maybe Berkeley's out cold stoning him right now. Cold calling him. Maybe she's just out cold stoned. Is she a sales gal or what?
No.
Can she really bring it to the table?
Amy.
Right now on Access Hollywood. Hello, Mr. Cruz. You've been in the news so much lately, I just want to puke.
Why would you do that?
You make me sick.
I'm here giving you an interview and answering your questions. You do something really nasty. You're a jerk.
I'm not a jerk. Honestly, you just make me sick.
12:17 at QM. Here's a good one for the poll. Barry Manilow says Irving in Boca. Hey, Irving, happy Shavuos. And to you. Barry Manilow, good choice.
Sure.
There are people who really think he can sing. Hey, Barry.
You fairy.
And we're doing a decent job now. We're starting to pick it up a little bit on that frequently Channel 10 poll.
Yeah.
335. That's almost, what was it, 142? That's almost 200 more votes in just an hour. When we start about 11:15, that's not bad, right?
We'll take it.
I mean, they're busy out there. They're busy crank calling us and voting on our poll and doing these things and feverishly looking for some porn on the Internet. Now that we haven't got the beaded curtain and it ain't coming back, okay? That's the law. That's repressive U.S., eh?
Maybe we should replace that with the Freep of the Day.
That's not a bad idea. Of course, how are we going to find one of those every day?
Oh, somebody will have to scour Josh, all over the place.
Oh, yeah, like Josh has got to do that while he's busy putting those very important news stories on there, those bedtime stories?
I guess we'll have to wait for someone to call one in.
I don't. Now, did I screw up over the weekend? Because I was thinking Huh?
Probably.
Did I on Sunday?
Yes,
did
you
I
did.
tell you I was? Huh?
Yes, you did. No complaining, though.
That's all right, then.
Oh, sorry. I thought to myself, gee, did I tell George I was going to put him on for Sunday?
Yeah,
no, never on a Sunday.
I told Josh. He probably forgot, and that's just as well. Sunday's
Right.
a weak story day.
That's right, week story day, okay?
Like
There's
60
all kinds
people
of
killed in
stories
Iraq.
on the
What else
street.
happened? Nothing.
Should monuments of the Ten Commandments be allowed in government buildings and on government property? And Channel 10's response so far, 193 no and 121 yes. Each case should be decided individually, 21 out of almost. So we got almost 200 people on there on what was a very weak poll response before. We'll butch up these polls too. We'll get some real votes on there from our real live ass crowd. Huh? Oh yeah, we got some real live wires out there. Speaking of wired, the American Psychiatry Association yesterday sharply criticized actor Tom Cruise. If we hear any more about Tom Cruise, I'm going to vomit.
Oh, you're not done yet.
Hey Tom,
You fairy.
go away. for televised remarks in which he called psychiatry a pseudoscience and disputed the value of antidepressant drugs. He's an expert now.
Right.
He's an expert psychiatrist because he learned all of his crap from the Scientologists. Just ask L. Ron Hubbard. He'll answer all your questions for you. It is irresponsible. Don't we have a bit about Scientology?
Yes, we do.
And it's called what?
Diuretics.
Diuretics with L. Ron Hubbard. Can we play it?
Discover Diuretics. Is life an endless nightmare of confusion and chaos leading to a bleak nothingness? Or is it just me? Page 8.
Why do I have dreams about my mother in Saran Wrap?
Page 69.
Why did I give my life savings to a bizarre cult religion founded by a bad science fiction writer?
Page 1999.
Am I worthy of 7th level Zardoz, or am I a butthead?
Page 25. Discover Diuretics. Flushing questions from the mind. Feel the power. Feel the movement. Diuretics by L. Ron Hubbard. Over 20 million copies sold. Can you believe it?
Remember that song by Zager and Evans on the page 2525? Remember that?
Yeah.
Anyway, the American Psychiatric Association is striking back at Tommy Cruise. Tommy, you're a jackass. And the word on the street, by the way, is that the movie sucks real bad. Now, do you understand why he and Kate Moss, she's like a prisoner now.
Katie Holmes.
What did I say, Kate Moss? Well,
yeah, right.
She's easy to miss. Kate Holmes.
Yeah.
Kate Jackson. Oh, well, they got her like in a broom closet, and she can't get out and speak to anybody unless the Scientologists personally escort her. It is irresponsible for Mr. Cruz to use his movie publicity tour to promote his own ideological views and deter people with mental illness from getting the care they need, APA President Dr. Stephen Sharfstein said in a statement. During interviews promoting his latest film, War of the Worlds, which really sucks is what I'm hearing. Oh, and I do want to apologize, because I read one bad review on the Batman movie, and now I see that overwhelmingly everybody says it was pretty damn good.
I gave it a B.
Why I thought it was okay.
Oh, I thought you said it was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I said.
You're just I don't know what it is.
What?
Argumentative. When I asked you the day after you saw it, you said it was very good.
I said very good.
Well, the review that I read in the Toronto Star was extremely negative and just ripped it in the ass. And all the other reviews now, and the people I went to see it, like about 80% said it was damn good.
Yeah, like I said, it was pretty good.
They don't know no real Batman, you know. And there was no Robin character in the movie?
No, because it was Batman Begins, so it's just the beginning of the story. Robin comes later.
Does he really?
That's what I heard.
Well, when do we get to see that?
Part 3.
Oh, no. Where the hell is that Hank drop in? I can't find anything today.
He was his ward, not his pedophile.
That's it. It wasn't really worth the trouble. Hank will be back tomorrow, we think. We hope. Not anything against the big...
Oh!
Oh, please don't tell me he was on all morning from 5 till 10?
He was on all morning from 5 till 10.
Oh, no.
Although, we had Ira, to break it up.
We had what?
Ira.
Well, what do we got Ira for? I thought the Heat were done. I thought the NBA... You have to be joking me, aren't you?
Yes, I made it all up.
If you're telling me the truth, I will... Didn't San Antonio win? Didn't they beat the Pistons and they won the NBA championship?
Yes, but I believe the NBA draft is today, so I'm sure...
Draft this, okay? Oh, my God. This Ira man, he just won't go away. He just keeps hanging on and hanging on. Holy moly, Rat Man. When the hell are we going to get him off the air already?
Draft this! Oh!
Yeah, amen. God. The Ira Windbag Show, it never ends. The NBA never ends. Even though we don't have the Heat games on this radio station, but we sure kill some damn bad time with that crap on the morning show. I think somebody's trying to sabotage the Goldberg show, if you ask me. Somebody's trying to stick it to the humper.
That was funny.
Yeah. We'll find out tomorrow just how funny it was when those trends come out again. I sure hope we don't wind up wearing another tutu, you know what? Anyway, during interviews promoting his latest film, War of the Worlds, Cruz has discussed his deep skepticism of psychiatry to explain his belief in the teachings of the Church of Scientology, founded by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard. In one such interview last Friday, NBC's Today Show, which we've seen about 40,000 times now, Cruz was asked about his recent criticism of actress Brooke Shields for revealing that she had taken the antidepressant Paxil to cope with postpartum depression. By the way, she responded and ripped him an ass.
Yes, she did.
Nice going, Brooke. Always like that, Brooke Shields, and Chris Atkins, too. What?
She said, mind your own freaking business, Tom.
Yeah, she said, stick that playing aliens from some stupid science fiction remake, and I'll take care of my own life.
She said, I'll grab you by the face and throw you to the ground, shorty.
She also said,
you fairy.
Before I was a Scientologist, I never agreed with psychiatry, Cruz said, and when I started studying the history of psychiatry, I understood more and more why I don't believe in psychology, and I know that psychiatry is a pseudoscience. You're a pseudo-human. How do you like that? Hey, Tom.
You fairy.
Yeah. You're not fooling anybody anymore. And you notice now, even that conversation is out of the closet, whereas before maybe I and like 5 other people in the country had the balls to say it out loud that Tom is,
gay.
Yeah. and that almost everybody else in that so-called church is like in a closet, like Lisa Marie Presley and John Travolta and many, many others who all have that one thing in common.
Gay.
And now they're like everybody's talking that. Like the thing with Kate Holmes Moss. Schwartz, right?
Right.
They're all saying, oh, that's just a publicity stunt. And no matter who he claims to be hooked up with now, it's kind of like Michael Jackson saying he's dating Brooke Shields, speaking of her. Right? I'm serious. No, nobody's buying it anymore.
When she was confronted about that,
I am so sick and tired of closet queens, man. It just makes me gag. I can't deal with it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gagging on it. In fact, I think we ought to put out, go see Duff, maybe he'll put out a gag order.
When it comes to entertainment, we've got the biggest personality. Neil Rogers, Vintage 72, Sports Radio 560, QAM.
You can unwrap all the slime all the time.
Remember when nobody knew my name, but now I am a big star. Tons of fame, I can make a hit song in a minute, taking no chances. All I do is scream like I'm insane.
Absolutely.
I can't believe that keep on selling. My agent told me not to change a thing. So I guess I'll keep on yelling. All my songs all sound the same.
Yes. Absolutely. Uh-huh.
So to make a long story short, somebody says, please consider Whitney Houston for your poll, and we just did, and we said, yeah, put that bitch on there.
Indeed.
Anyway, here's some good news.
Oh!
As Gabriel Heater would say 100 years ago, there's good news tonight.
Oh!
How do you like that? I bet you Josh remembers Gabriel Heater.
Oh, yeah.
The number of Americans disapproving of President Bush's job performance has risen to the highest level of his presidency, according to a brand new CNN/USA Today/Gallup poll released yesterday. According to the poll, 53% of respondents said they disapproved of Bush's performance, compared with only 45% who approved. The margin of error was plus or minus 3 points. The 53% figure was the highest disapproval rating recorded in the CNN/USA Today Gallup poll since he became president. The approval percentage, 45%, matches a low point set in last March. The 8-point gap between those who disapproved and approved was the largest recorded during his time in there, during all this pain. And thanks again for those low gas prices, Mr. Presidente, Mr. Doofus Boofus, Alfred E. Newman, Jr. As Bush prepares to address the nation tonight to defend his Iraq policy, just 40% of those responding to the poll said they approved of his handling of the war. 58% said they disapproved. And we're getting really worn out by that body count. And another poll.
Okay.
Not good for your president. Oh, look at this. And they're showing that stuff on CNN right now.
In blood, it is time, aides concede, for the administration to do some plain speaking on the war.
Right. Kind of like that, or maybe throw in one or two of those, too. Most Americans feel your president intentionally lied to the public to justify his invasion of Iraq, and an overwhelming majority now disapprove of his handling of the war. But the public not yet demanding an immediate withdrawal. According to an ABC News Washington Post poll published yesterday, for the first time, a majority of Americans said the administration intentionally misled the public in going to war. Sounds like impeachment to me. And nearly 75% said it underestimated the challenges involved in the poll. That was a poll of 1,004 adults nationwide. On Iraq specifically, 56% said they disapproved of Bush's work, and 62% said they thought the U.S. had gotten bogged down in Iraq. The majority also rejected Vice President Cheney's claim that the Iraqi insurgency in his last throes, 53, throw this, 53% said they thought the insurgency was holding steady in strength, and 24% said they believe it was getting stronger every day, like Chicago. I might actually get that song out and play it. Not getting stronger every day. I might actually play the Until We Blow Up Pakistan bit, though, because here's some good news. An undersea cable carrying data between Pakistan and the outside world has developed a serious fault, virtually crippling data feeds, including the Internet's telecommunications official said.
All right.
The system crashed late yesterday and was still down this evening. Many offices across the country ground to a halt as people realized there wasn't one of Pakistan's regular but usually brief technical glitches. Kind of like us here at QAM. We have very often but usually brief technical glitch. It's a bitch, but it's just a glitch. It's a worst-case scenario. We are literally blank, said a senior foreign banker who declined to be identified. Oh, God, what good news. The Pakis, okay? And now we find out that it was the Pakistanis. They were the ones that were peddling all that crap to everybody. North Korea, Iran, you name it. Peddlers of doom and gloom in una bomba grande. How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Pakis. We got to play that song over and over again. Then we go into Saudi Arabia, blow up them schmata heads, hook up our hose and our to the oil fields, and then screw them, you know. They had their moment in the sunshine. They had all that money. $60 plus for a barrel of oil. Pretty soon it's going to be $60 plus for a gallon of gas. And thank you again. 687 votes on our poll, kind of slowing down here. And you want to know why? Because they're not calling in with any more names.
I know. What's up with that?
They're all gone. Anybody with a brain. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? Eminem 128, Madonna 103, Elvis 94. Been pretty much stacked up that way. Barbra Streisand 85, Sinatra 63, Bob Dylan 54, The Stones 35. I'm PO'd. Beatles 32, Phil Collins 23, Steely Dan 21, Wayne Newton 18. Bon Jovi 16, Michael Bolton a dozen, Rod Stewart 5, Paul Anka 2, Tom Petty 1, Whitney Houston, Barry Manilow don't have. They got the big so far. How is that possible? Barry Manilow has got no votes yet?
I don't think they consider him overrated. In other words, everybody
they're wrong.
Barry.
They're wrong. His
yeah,
records,
I know, but think about who was buying them.
My name is Barry, sing like a fairy.
Absolutely.
I write bad songs about romance while I'm wearing spandex pants.
Okay, that's enough of that. Just a little tease in there, so bring back those bad memories. 5670560. Well, I'll probably get a few calls in between now and 2 o'clock. This show is just zooming by. You know what? I feel like it's getting away from me.
No.
Like I've lost contact with the audience. How's that Channel 10 poll coming? You take a look at that yet?
Not lately.
We have to 400 votes on there.
Let me look.
I think you had a pretty good idea. The pool, at least it's something for them to do, you know.
The freak du jour.
Right, to keep them off the street. It'll be
129 to 219.
But how many total to vote? What is it?
129 yay, 219 nay, and 22 people say in a...
Oh. How come this is
370.
What is it?
The total is 370.
Well, that's not bad. Let me just vote no again real quick here so I can take a look and see what I got.
What do you got?
371. See, there's my vote on there. 220 no. We don't want to tell you how to vote when we freak you, but we want to plant a few subliminal seeds in your mind.
No.
I mean, anybody out there understands the separation of church and state and is tired of all these Gitchkis trying to run our life and stick it in our face. Believe whatever you want, just don't keep sticking it in my face unless I ask you to.
No.
God. 220 no, 129 yes, 22 say each case should be decided individual, like whether we like it or not. WQAM, hello.
Celine Dion, I can't stand that.
Oh, my God, what an excellent choice.
Also, Britney Spears, how can you leave her off?
Because nobody considers her a real singer.
Oh, okay. There you
Celine Dion, good choice. Okay, quit while you're ahead. We're not asking for like 50 of your favorite choices, just one. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? Celine Dion. Oh, it makes me embarrassed to be in Canada, eh? Almost. And then I think of the alternative. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, you were right about Paul Anka. He is Lebanese.
I was right about what?
That Paul Anka guy, he is Lebanese.
Paul Anka is from Lebanese by way of Canada, or the other way around.
Yeah, no, you're right on that. And he also wrote the Tonight Show theme.
That is absolutely correct. He's a pretty talented guy.
Yeah, he was on Stern Show last week. It was a pretty good interview, though. He's pretty interesting, actually.
Good. Thanks a lot, Pally.
Okay, man. You got it, Neil.
Wonder if he was having Howard's baby. 5670560. Not that Howard. Pound 560 in the Verizon and Singular wireless lines. WQAM, hello.
That Paul Anka guy here.
QAM.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here.
Do you have Neil Diamond on that poll?
Neil Diamond. That's my. I want to change my vote.
Turn on your hot light.
That is the one. Cracklin' Rosie makes me puke.
Hang it down with.
Oh, Neil Diamond. We just hit the jackpot. That's the winner.
Heartlight had to be the worst song ever.
Which one?
Heartlight. The one about E.T.
I don't even know what that song is.
I think one the guy was singing when he called it. Turn on your heartlight.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wow. I like this one better.
Yeah.
In fact, a little later on, I may play the Neil Diamond version of the same song.
When it comes to entertainment, it's Neil Rogers Middays. Sports Radio 560, QAM.
You drudge packing?
Yes.
27. Number 27.
Here.
Excuse me. Are you sure you got 27? Yeah, I got 27 here.
Let me see. You have 28.
Oh, yeah. Could have sworn that was a second.
What'll it be, Mac? A pound of mortadella.
Anything else?
Yeah, and a pound of Shibo's brain.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Mr. Moleman, I like it when you doy. For you it's easy. Oh, yeah, the way you do it. Hey, Mr. Moleman, will you teach me the doy?
Oh, no, the door.
Mr. Moleman, I think you're really with it when you do the doy. And it's not Hey, Mr. Moleman, let's try it 1, 2, 3.
You mean the door.
It don't mean a thing when I use my own tool. That's when I go. Hey, Mr. Moleman, please teach me how to say it. The door. Hey, Mr. Moleman, you gotta teach me how to go.
Now you.
Hey, Mr. Moleman.
Yeah?
What does doy mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't never said door.
Doy.
That's your door right here.
Speaking of the Mo-Meister, Judge Mo, who we like a lot, he will not be on today, but the Mo-Man, Mo Howard David, will be on at 2 o'clock. He's got some fantastic guests coming up today, too, is what I heard. Right?
Yeah, who?
Bill Scourin's great aunt, Gladys, is going to be on between the 2 and 4 with the Mo, and then the Mad Dog, and then the ball game, and then Eddie K, and all these things. Sure hope the Humper is back by Thursday morning. Kind of missed that little cross thing we do there, that cross-dress crossover.
With John Edwards?
A unanimous U.S. Supreme Court ruled yesterday that Internet file trading networks can be held liable when their users copy music, movies, other protected works without permission. Considering the case of MGM versus Grokster et al., the judges had to decide whether a piece of software can itself be held responsible for the piracy that's committed using it. In other words, if I give you the key to somebody down the street, their house, and you go in and rob the house, is it my fault or yours?
The keymaker's fault.
There you go. That's right. Let's blame that jackass. The judges set aside a U.S. Appeals Court ruling that the peer-to-peer networks cannot be held liable for copyright infringement because they can be used for legitimate purposes as well. We hold that one who distributes a device with the object of promoting its use to infringe copyright, as shown by clear expression or other affirmative steps taken to foster Hewitt infringement, is liable for the resulting acts of infringement by third parties, just as David Souter wrote for the court. The case was closely watched by the entertainment and technology industries as a test copyright law in the computer era. It was considered the most important copyright case to reach the Supremes in more than 2 decades. The ability to sue file-sharing firms is likely to be a far more effective deterrent against piracy for media organizations than going after individuals who download right-protected material. The latter approach, apart from being slow, has led to high-profile cases of young girls and boys receiving court summonses from teams of lawyers. Online networks like Grokster and Morpheus allow millions of computer users to copy music and movies for free from each other's hard drives. How do you like that? All you thieves out there, you gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
Sorry to me?
Yes, you Grokster you. How's Neil Diamond doing? He better go zooming up here. He's only got one vote? Well, I would see a lot of us would change our vote. Thanks a lot, Pally, for calling that in before we forgot about it. Thank you for that. Line 9 is always spectacular to me. QAM, hello.
Louis the Light Bear for president.
Am I missing something?
I was hoping you could explain it to me.
Oh. Yeah, we're missing something. Okay, that must be the guy from New York again. I could tell by the accent. Once was enough, okay, schmuck loser? It's the end of June. You ought to be out there enjoying the sunshine, frying, getting good carcinoma or something. A good melanoma. Oh, God, what an inspiration that was, you know what? How long since I played that?
Too long.
Oh. Just a little bit. Just a little taste, okay?
When they can, they call me melanoma.
Okay, good. Congratulations. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, how about Cher, for that money, Sonny?
Yeah, well, nobody ever considered him a real singer, but in her case, I think there might be one or two.
Cher.
Thanks a lot, Pally. Okay, Cher and Cher are like, yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, they put out some music that was like, I use the word music very loosely, you know, right?
Yeah.
I got you, baby, some lame stuff. But then, of course, she went out on her own, and then it really got bad. And then he wound up skiing his ass into a tree and died.
He died?
He died. Little political Sonny Bono. What was he, mayor of like some 10-block town or something like that?
Right, but his big deal was he was a good fundraiser. Like most of those celebrity politicians are.
He was a good fundraiser for the right-wing lunatics is what he was. So he died.
Yes,
that's probably not a bad thing. 5670560. Let me say it again. I hope a lot of you people out there are really proud of yourselves that our fat-ass governor, your fat-ass governor, deserves to be Baker-acted because he's crazier than a bedbug, and he just will not let Terry or her go for crying out loud. And, of course, El Presidente, well, that goes without saying. Mass murderer. Took a nation to war based on a pack of lies, and there's still no impeachment there going on. How is that possible? Bubba does a little hanky-panky on the side with a very skanky fat cow anyway, and right away, oh, my God, he lied about his sex life. Yeah, right. And here's a guy that's a mass murderer. He's responsible personally for the death of almost 2,000 innocent Americans plus over 100,000 innocent Iraqis who he claimed. You know, what did I tell you? What did I say right at the beginning of it? Liberation by elimination. Liberation by decapitation. Emancipation by death. And he's just still walking around on the loose. He should be being tried right now for high crimes and misdemeanors. And then, of course, the Downing Street memo, which I see you did a fine job getting that on our website. Maybe, 50 people looked at it. I think they did look at it.
Let's hope. I thought I'd put some graphic imagery on there. It's easier than reading.
Right, like looking at, like people that read USA Today. They like the colorful pictures.
Yeah, like me. I hate reading.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, my dad used to do Enron Hubbard.
In the cupboard.
With Mother Hubbard.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hello. Hola.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Good.
Hello, I just want to welcome you back. I'm talking funny. I had my wisdom tooth taken out.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like I had a mouthful of something. Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. The Novocaine won't wear off. And
I sure hope the wisdom, you used the wisdom along with the tooth. Don't worry, though, I had all my wisdom teeth out. What did you just say?
Yeah.
Something I just dumped it because I wasn't paying any attention.
Nothing.
Hey, listen, anytime you hear that dial tone real quick, that tells you right there. When in doubt, punch it out. 567. I want to get in at least 200-300 calls just to find out if we've lost touch,
Well, there's no doubt.
WQAM, hello.
George sucks.
And in fact, that was a psychic moment on my part. And then I can say, honestly, that Maddie Bell will run around a building going, George sucks, like that. Your good friend, Maddie Bell, who tells you to your face that he's really likes you and you do a wonderful job. Yeah, right. Him and Fat Boy, those are your two good buddies. Trust me when I tell you. How's Neil Diamond doing? He's got a pair now. Neil's got a pair. He'll move up there real quietly, and during the afternoon and overnight hours and the wee hours in the morning when nobody's watching, people will go to their computers, they'll sit down there, and they'll tap it out. And they might vote for Neil Diamond, too. How's that? I want to if we don't get to 500 votes on the Channel 10 poll by 2 o'clock, I'm not coming back tomorrow. How's that?
Oh, man.
I'm telling you. I don't want to start playing, making threats. But sometimes that's the only way, from experience, that's the only way with this crowd you get anything.
Are you threatening me?
You click on WPLG.com, Local 10, Channel 10, the one with Dwight Lauderdale without the mustache. Oh, and speaking of, oh, my goodness, what is that show? People are praying for Channel 6 to bring Rick Sanchez back. What is that show that's on? Is it 10 to 11 in the morning or 11 to noon, whatever that thing, today in South Florida? Holy moly.
No, I don't know.
They've got this big, dark-complected, screaming queen on there.
You fairy.
Who's the entertainment reporter they must have to spend a lot for the lead weights to keep that child down on the ground. My old friend Bob Mayer. Hey, Bob, you must be pretty embarrassed about that routine. What is that all about? What is it with all these entertainment, these flamers, these screamers, these beautiful stereotypes that people put on there, huh? What is that thing's name? Does it have a name? Anyway, click on where it says court. The second story down on Channel 10. Court's monumental decision sends mixed message. Give it a click. And then you scroll down when you get to that story. And then right in the middle of the story is the survey. Should monuments of the Ten Commandments be shown in government buildings, or be allowed in government buildings and on government property? And, of course, I'm not going to tell you how to vote. No. And so far we got 397. That means we still got some work to do between now and 2 o'clock to get to 500, or I will not come back and do this show again tomorrow. Okay, if that's what it takes to get you people off your dead ass. Now, let's see. It was 142 when we started, right? That number sticks in my mind, and now it's 397. So we got 156. We more than doubled the total there on their very lame website. So that's what we can do for some people that don't get a lot. I mean, we got like almost 800 votes on our poll. Mm-hmm. And what's the difference between us and a powerful TV station like Channel 10? We're just a little dinky radio station here with a bad signal, for Christ's sakes. We're not on cable. We're not like on everybody's TV set. We're not like a part of your freaking life. And in the meantime, we got like almost 800 votes on our silly-ass, stupid music poll. Exactly. And they got like 397, and most of those are from our people, of which 241 say absolutely not, no, 134 yes. Each case should be decided individual, 22. See, those are people who just don't have, they're like the Supreme Court. They don't have the balls to come out and say, and really support separation of church and state and get these Barbarian and religious nuts off our ass. Get out of our face, get out of our lives, get out of our,
rectum.
Everywhere. You crazy bastards, you. 1257 at 560 WQM. You know, Good Life Credit asked the question, do you know what's on your credit report? If not, remember this number, 866-625-0444. It is a fact that 80% of credit reports contain errors that affect your credit score, and we all know the problems that come with a bad credit score. And if you ever try to contest an error that appears on your credit report, you know what a pain that can be. Good Life Credit is here to correct those errors and get you straightened out. Good Life Credit's in-house attorneys will do all the work for you, and there are no setup fees. Good Life Credit will order your credit report from the 3 major credit bureaus, write the letters of discrepancies, and straighten out any inaccuracies. So don't let somebody else's mistake cost you a high credit score. Before you visit the dealership or call the realtor, do yourself a big favor and call Good Life Credit at 866-625-0444. That's a toll-free call, 1-866-625-0444, or on the web, goodlifecredit.com. The call can save you thousands in the long run. Good Life Credit. Make that call and get back on track to living the good life.
When it comes to sports, we're the authority. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Biker, and even though I dumped Jimmy, I still listen to the 1 to 2 hour. Praise the Lord.
The Actors Studio is pleased to welcome Jennifer Lopez. Welcome. Where are your students?
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
I was wondering how many more months you see your marriage lasting?
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Well, how many more times do you think you'll get married?
14, 15, 16, around there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Is it true the post office assigned your ass its own zip code?
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
A f***ing whore. I was doing it in a dive bar in Mexico, in a small place. It doesn't matter. That's what I'd be doing.
Well, if you're serious, I'd love to come up on stage and be your first customer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you do for $20?
I go down.
Oh, it's a deal.
Yeah.
You bitch, you slut, you whore.
Couldn't have said it better myself. 103 at 560 WQM, our big 1 to 2 hour. Now, if you go, did you explain to these people if they go on our website, and I'm sure you did, just on the left-hand side under where it says pictures?
Yeah.
Needed burqa.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a picture of some, huh?
That's Lil' Kim.
Oh, is that who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, ain't that wonderful? Ain't that sweet? It's your Aunt Christiana Amanpour, I know that. Anyway, Little Kim with a burqa on, and just click on that, and it'll have see where the law has changed, and you can read all about it. Read it and weep, okay? That'll explain to you why there ain't no more beaded curtain, and you can't get your jollies by seeing naked chicks on our website. Sorry, but that's America for you. We can't say this, you can't see that, you can't do nothing, is what it boils down to. A third and more sophisticated test on the beef cow suspected of having mad cow disease would have helped resolve conflicting results from 2 initial screenings, but the U.S. refused to perform it in November. They just waited a few months, like about 7-8 months, and they said, oh, guess what? The only good part of it is that particular cow did not get into the food supply, so they tell us. That additional test ordered up by the Agriculture Department's internal watchdog ended up detecting mad cow, a finding that was confirmed on Friday by the world's preeminent lab in England. Only 18 months ago, the department had used the Western blot test to help uncover the first American case of the brain-wasting illness in cows. And how many times a day do they show us the cow who's slipping and sliding in there and falling down?
About 30, man.
Yeah, you've seen that 80 million times, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the one with mad cow, the one that can't stand up. The department is pledging that from now on will conduct such testing on suspicious animals. U.S. officials in November had declared the cow to be free of the disease, even though 1 of 2 tests, an initial screening known as a rapid test, indicated the presence of the disease. A more sophisticated follow-up, immunochemistry or IHC, came back negative. They had 2 diametrically opposed results which begged to be resolved, said Paul W. Brown, a former scientist at the NIH who spent his career working on mad cow-related issues. If you had what they had, you would immediately go to a Western blot and get a third test method and see which one of the previous 2 was more accurate. But they couldn't be bothered with that because the government is out there to protect us, okay, to save us, to send us to Iraq so they can kill us, all of these things. Your government. And the public is like, blah, 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 like that. How are we doing on Channel 10 on that thing?
Let's go
I'll
look.
let you, huh?
I said, let's go look.
Well, you go look. We better be over 400 by now, or we'll never make it to 500 on there.
444.
Really?
138, yes. 277, no.
Excellent.
29, wimps.
Come see, come sa. Menza, menza.
You come see.
Right. No thanks. Let's put it in the old pipeline. What do you say?
All right.
Let's put the Channel 10 pool in the pipeline.
Let me get up my axe.
In the old cube. Okay, do the talk up on this one.
Well, let me get something to read.
P.R. Ralph says, I've redeemed myself. Yes, you have, P.R. Ralph. You've been on the losing side for so long now. You've been really sticking the joint out. Oh, it would be nice if you got the name of it right. It says Stone Cold Creamery. Isn't it Cold Stone Creamery?
Yes.
Yes. Now, which is the one you go to? Is there one in Oral Springs?
I think there is. The one I went to is actually in Hollandale.
Hallandale?
Yeah.
Oi! What the hell are you doing in Hallandale?
The girlfriend lives out there.
Really? Oh, you have a girlfriend? What is she, like 85? I didn't know you were into old chicks.
Yeah, that's good.
Boy, get her out of there before she starts aging real fast. Anyway, P.R. Ralph says, I've redeemed myself. I told you Cold Stone Creamery ice cream was out of there. I'm surprised we haven't had like a tremendous response on that. What is with you people anyway? When I come on here and I tell you this is the greatest ice cream in the world, I'm not just talking out of my ass, okay?
I've heard that.
Better than anything in this world. Well, in the old day, I could play some things now. I can't play them no more. All I can play is like...
ass music.
No, I can play this. And I can give you the dialogue from the movie, too. Deodato, remember this?
Mm-hmm.
No sprach Zarathustra?
Thus spake
Yeah.
Zarathustra. It only takes forever. Yeah, go ahead, do a talk-up.
Oh.
Read a spot.
Okay. It says you go there, they let you taste the flavor with those tiny spoons, then they ask you what size those are. Oh, I see. Like it, love it, or gotta have it. Those are the sizes. Is that real, or is he just making it up?
No, that's real, and they're ridiculous, too, because I ordered, like, the medium, whatever that is, and it was a joke.
Yeah, well, John brought home these 2 containers, and there was enough ice cream in there to sink a battleship.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like I said, we
it's like a gallon of ice cream.
As I started, like, hyperventilating, he had to rush to the sink and, like, run under the hot water, both of the containers after we had, like, both indulged, and then, like, toss it out. Just too much. It said, so when you do the ice cream pool, throw them all out the window, and let's just hope they're around in October, but if you need, I can send it to you FedEx pack. No thanks, P.R. Ralph. No thank you. I got my Omaha steaks coming, and that's good enough for me. No more ice cream until October. Got it? And especially now, it's going to make it easier. You want to know why?
Why?
Because everything else pales into insignificance so much that it's not even the Haagen-Dazs banana nut and the Nestle's turtle and the all of these other things. Caca. Garbage.
Caca.
Just sends me.
Punchy.
You said that the first time I played it. Punchy.
I know. And it still is.
Those are the days, baby, when people didn't want to take their radio and throw it in the bottom of the ocean. 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's that funky European ring on my fax machine again. Are you sending me something?
No, it ain't me.
Really? 5, probably a wrong number. Let me answer it.
Go ahead.
Somebody's faxing something. It's either a fax ad, it's a solicitation ad, or it's coming from one of your idiots down here.
Why are they my idiots?
Okay, now let's have a choice between that or.
Oh. I'm not ready to hear the song ever again.
Why is that? You don't like 38 Special?
I did for the first, 500 times I heard
get out of
that
here.
song.
You haven't heard that song in a loon's age.
Not long enough.
Really? I love it.
They destroyed it. Now we're talking.
Oh, I know what we got here. Now let's do a little jingle.
More music, CKLW.
See, that wasn't good. You want to why? Because it's like a real low start.
It's a little stronger.
CKLW.
Speaking of Tom Cruise.
When I was just a little boy, you know my one and only joy was listening to that good old rock and roll.
Oh, that's not the right song, though. What's the song he was dancing on? In fact, that was the first time we saw him jump up and down on the sofa.
Old Time Rock and Roll is what you're looking for.
Oh, I see. Sorry. But it was close, not a match. What was the name of that movie?
Risky Business.
Risky Business. That was a good movie.
It was all right.
He made 2 or 3 good movies. He made like
Born on the 4th of July, Rain Man.
Born on the 4th of July, Rain Man, and that one, Frisky Business. That was it. Goodbye, Tom. By his account, Tom Cruise owes his cool head, defeat of dyslexia, and in a way his unstoppable stardom to Scientology, says this article. I promise you, after today, no more Tom Cruise. He just makes me angry now, Furious. Doesn't he piss you off?
Yeah, he does. He makes me ill.
But Scientology has much to thank Tom Cruise for as well. His glowing adherence to Scientology and the initiation of his bride-to-be, actress Katie Holmes, into the offbeat and off-malign system of beliefs has stirred a surge of interest. Isn't that sad? Isn't that pathetic? The search engine company, Lycos, reported that Scientology had leaped into the top 50 search terms last week for the first time, hitting number 37. Marking a 260% increase in interest, a spike the company attributed to the Cruise Holmes effect. In fact, said Lycos in a press release, Scientology was now the most searched for ology, even more than proctology, acting out the likes of geology, technology, and astrology. And like I said, proctology, which Tom ought to look that up. I'm sure he has. It's a reflection of how... Hey, Tom!
You fairy!
It's a reflection of how Hollywood's rich and famous generate positive buzz for Scientology, recognized by the federal government as a religious organization, but denounced by critics as a cult that extracts tens of thousands of dollars from its followers. Thank God the non-cult religions like the Catholic Church aren't extracting millions of dollars and billions from their right. Central to its adherents' beliefs, Earthlings were invaded millions of years ago by alien souls sent here from outer space. Oh, by Alien. I know Alien was out of this world. Scientology, in turn, has always had a special place for artists. Oh, I got to read more of this, okay, when we come back after the break.
All right.
I don't want to read too much. I got a great article by Doug Thompson, your favorite, The Rant.
All right.
From Capitol Hill Blue.
Good.
Lies, damn lies, and the fools who believe them. Pretty good, Doug. Got some good stuff here if I would just get on with it instead of taking a lot of these idiotic... Although, every now and then we get like the Neil Diamond one. That was a gem, and then, of course, whatever. Cold Stone Creamery. If you don't like that stuff, your taste buds are dead, okay? I wouldn't mind spending like all summer long, every time I'm on the air, doing like 1 hour just telling you how fantastic that is. And, of course, they're not even buying any spots yet. They should. If I were in our sales department, I'd be out there right away. Oh, let's see. Here's this fax. Guess what? It's a, look at this. Advertised by fax. Start your campaign in the next 24 hours. CanadaFaxService.com. Wasn't that something, huh? It's a solicitation fax on my fax machine. Somebody ought to be shot.
Ever been solicited by fax?
Oh, God. Not by anybody I wanted to respond to in any way, shape, or form. 113 at 560 WQM. The Mo Man. The man of the hour. The man of the moment. We'll be along at 2 o'clock. Hey, it's 4th of July weekend, so get ready for more phony sales ads from the mattress chains and department stores. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you double the price, then say we're giving you half off. What kind of a deal is that? So pick up the phone right now and call our good friends at Dial a Mattress, 1-800-Mattress. They offer you factory direct pricing every day, even lower than the chain stores during these supposed huge big sales. You deserve a long weekend to relax, to go to the beach, barbecue, just chill. Wouldn't it be great at the end of that day that you were relaxing in a brand new bed from Dollar Mattress? Well, the answer is you can. You pick the date and time for delivery. They even deliver all day on the 4th of July. You'll choose from the complete line of Sealy, Serta, Simmons, King Coral, Stearns & Foster Hewitt. And when you call 1-800-MATTRESS, you'll speak with an expert bedding consultant who listens to your needs and will suggest a style and comfort level that is perfect for you. These folks know their stuff because they only sell bedding. No shoes, no French fries, no banana loops, just beds. Almost everybody at QM sleeps like a baby on a Dollar Mattress. You ought to be doing the same. So sleep great this weekend and for years to come by just making that one easy call. Sit there on your ass, pick up the phone and call 1-800-MATTRESS or check out mattress.com. Dollar Mattress, 1-800-MATTRES. Leave off the last S because it stands for savings.
When it comes to sports, we're the authority.
Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Baby, launch a couple missiles.
Yes.
Toward a place we know.
Absolutely.
And aim 'em at a fella whose first name begins with O. Oh! There's one thing we all understand.
All right.
Al-Qaeda won't be finished until we blow up Pakistan. We could chase them round forever with our tanks and all our troops, but special forces are so tired of jumping through them hoops. You know we need another plan, so let's cut out all the nonsense and go blow up Pakistan. Al-Qaeda needs a nuclear tan. Why don't we stop pussyfooting and go blow up Pakistan?
I'm dying over here.
Boom, boom. Here's some bad news, man. One of our regular good faxers sends bad information.
Okay.
Well, it's not so bad because I'm not there, at least. Thank goodness for that. Bad for you, though, if you start checking these places out. There's another place like Cold Stone Creamery in South Florida called Marble Slab, or that Slab. You ever see a Marble Slab?
All the time.
There's one of each near our house, and I found Marble Slab is superior in ice cream quality and in service. Also, they don't overload the fixings, so the youngster there...
That's cute, isn't it?
The youngster there, so Josh won't get sick to his stomach. The youngster, the whippersnapper.
I didn't say it was sick. I just, it was just too much.
Yeah, you did.
I said it was sick,
that?
huh?
You said you were puking your guts out. You said you were laying on the floor and rolling around holding your side.
That's what
happened.
That
was before you went in.
Right.
Jay.
When Josh grows up to be a young man, will he think anything that happened before he was sick?
No.
Before sex, or continue to think that before him nothing exists? Will he go outside and open his mind when Josh grows up to be a young man? Prior to 98, he never heard or saw it before, or saw Billy Burger say, vacuous and uninformed. He's with sport balls all day. Will that make Josh gay? Will that make Josh gay? When Josh grows up to be a young man, what will Josh be? When Josh grows up to be a young man. 13 or 16 forever.
I never heard this before. Ooh. What is it? Huh?
Anyway. No, you did not say you got sick there. You just said, and now is that the only time you've been there?
Yes.
Oh, well, see, that's not fair.
That's not fair?
Now, there's one, well, you probably aren't anywhere near Plantation, but there's one out there in my neck of the woods in Nob Hill and Cleary. I told you right by the Winn-Dixie Plaza.
Okay. I'm pretty sure there's one in Coral Springs somewhere. I think there is one in Coral Springs.
I'm positive there must be. Marble Slab or in fact, that's what we're going to have to do. Let's have a taste-off.
Okay.
So that's the assignment for the audience and for you guys is to check out Marble Slab and Cold Stone Creamery. and see which one. Because it's got to be one of those two, man. That's got to be the greatest ice cream in history. It would be a real shame if either or both of these just went down the old, you know, like so many good places have gone. Larry's over there in Plantation was great. Poor guy. Here's a guy came down from New York, put his entire life savings to opening up an ice cream store. Larry's right by the Publix, right across the street from the Winn-Dixie Plaza. They were in Nobbing and Cleary, right by Publix. A lot of traffic, heavily trafficked area, and went out of business. The White Mountain, whatever that place was called, in the fountain shops. How come it is that everybody and their brother that goes into that shopping center, that little mall there, goes out of business?
It's kind of tucked away back there.
Get out of here. Maybe the way they have it set up there, it's like
you
driving
can't really
through
see, what the businesses are.
Through like a little city in there. I mean, Circuit City got out of there real quick. Mm-hmm. And the White Mountain ice cream was on that side over by where Circuit City used to be. And that was outstanding. Not as good as this stuff, mind you, because nothing is as good as what we're talking about. But it was damn good. They had some really unique flavors. And they lasted about 5 minutes, maybe more like
about 30, man.
30 minutes, and they went bust. I'll tell you that other place that's great in there is that 2J's. Man, is that a good... I told you about that. Did you go there?
No.
Why not?
Because it ain't
Why
near me.
Why didn't you go there?
It's nowhere near me.
Okay. And also Omaha Steaks is in there, too, in that little plaza. But I could tell you something. Remind me before the show on Thursday to tell you something about that. Okay. Not on the air, though.
All right.
Because I love Omaha Steaks.
Of course.
Anyway, in founding Scientology in 1951, L. Ron Hubbard, we got 464 votes on that Channel 10 poll. 36 to go or else before 2 o'clock. Think we can do it?
Sure.
That's like falling off a log. In founding Scientology in 51, L. Ron Hubbard carved out a special place for artists, which led to the creation of the lavish Scientology celebrity centers, which now make up 11 of 5,100 churches. A culture is only as great as its dreams, and its dreams are dreamed by artists, Hubbard said. In other words, gay. A website for the massive spiritual retreat in Hollywood explains by example and through their art, they communicate to millions. Thus, by improving the lives of artistes, great progress can be achieved to better the condition of society for any artist with an increased ability to communicate, who is drug-free and has high moral standards, imparts a positive influence on many others. Cruz is I guess I don't qualify there, especially on the high moral standards. Right. Cruz is the Scientologist poster boy of the moment for several reasons. He recently dismissed his longtime publicist, Pat Kingsley, turning to his Scientologist sister, Leanne DeVette, instead. I like DeVette. In fact, I like both of my vets. He famously brought Scientologist ministers onto the set of War of the Worlds. Oh, okay, did you know that?
Yeah, I've talked about it.
Oh, and the bizarre parallel between the science fiction flick and some of his religion's teachings has stirred the celebrity press. But Cruz is in good company in Hollywood, where he touts Scientology and its related programs Narconon for treating drug dependency, Criminon for ending criminal behavior, and Applied Scholastics. Others on the roster include John Travolta,
you fairy,
musicians Chick Corea, Lisa Marie Presley,
you fairy,
and Beck, who was reared as a Scientologist.
Rectum.
How do you like that?
I understand he's pretty sore about it still.
As well as that fat tub of crap Kirstie Alley, who credits Narconon for ending her cocaine addiction.
Yeah, it didn't cure her food addiction.
Well, let me ask you, if she had a cocaine addiction, how the hell did she pick it out so bad?
Obviously, she beat the cocaine addiction with a food
She just
addiction.
replaced it with food.
Exactly.
Narconon is not related to Narcotics Anonymous, yet sometimes called Narc-Anon. This is like all one word. And observers say the lesser-known ranks of Hollywood, producers, acting coaches, writers, and many an aspiring actor are filled with Scientologists, attracted both by the spiritual prospects as well as the networking possibilities and, of course, the closet. The church says the growth among Hollywood's Illuminati is simply testimony to the spiritual and personal growth through using the tools that Scientology gave them. Oh, my God. So Tom is using the tools.
Yeah, I talked about that a while back, how he pitched a Scientology tent there on the set of War of the Worlds.
He pitched a tent?
Sure did. Scientology tent.
I'll be damned.
And made it available for everyone to visit. It was his gift to the staff.
I see.
And the crew.
I'm sick.
Guys, I am having a snack attack like you would not believe. Damn those Americans. Now they have me hooked on their snack foods. I hope this machine takes dinars. Let's see. A C-14. Come on, I go stupid. Bag of American snacks. I will take you like I took away. Don't make me come in there.
This is worse than being in that spider hole.
Doritos, nacho cheese your chips. That nacho cheese taste, that big crunch, nothing even comes close.
Hey, what are you looking at?
Gotta get Doritos.
Dictators.
If not now, when?
Almost makes me wonder what Saddam is having for dinar, but not quite. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? Our poll question today. I thought we'd get like thousands of these names called in, and thank God we didn't. It would have wasted a lot of bad time. 816 votes, though. That's not bad, considering how many people are in town right now.
About 30, man.
And what do we got so far? I'm wasting my time because my mouse is like trapped. Come on, you can do it. Why is that not working, man? It just fits with the ambiance of the whole thing. But let's hear it for us. Now, who was it that came in there and got our phone and gave you the instructions on that?
George Corso.
George Corso. Holy moly. See, he's the only one that knows anything about this whole setup. So don't let him go on vacation ever again. What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? Eminem, 146. Madonna, 113. Elvis, 101. Barbra Streisand, 92. Frank Sinatra, 73. Bob Dylan, 59. Rolling Stones, 59, or 38. What did I just say? Beatles, 35. Wayne Newton, 27. The Humper, loved him in Vegas. Phil Collins, 26. Michael Bolton, 23. Nauseous. We didn't ever put Gloria Estefan down here, did we?
Didn't we?
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not, Josh?
Well, she's going on now.
Gloria Estefan. Put her on there now. Give everybody else a head start. Steely Dan, 21. Bon Jovi, 19. Celine Dion, 13. Ooh. Rod Stewart, 8. Neil Diamond, 7. Cher, 6. Whitney Houston, 4. Barry Manilow, 3. Hey, Barry!
You fairy!
Paul Anka, 2. And Tom Petty's got a pair. 818 votes. You know, if we'd have really pushed for it, we could have got 1,000 votes today, you know what?
Could have.
We'd have pushed it and shoved it, but we had bigger fish to fry. I think we already got our 500 on the Channel 10 poll. I haven't taken a peek, but it was 477 last time I looked. I took a gander.
I'm looking.
And don't feel just when we get to the 500, like, Court's monumental decision sends mixed message. Click on that, and it'll take you to the story about Court's, about the Fort Lauderdale thing. It's got a picture of that marble slab. Maybe they got ice cream there. And then click on no. I mean, click on whatever your answer is about the Ten Commandments, all this other religious crap, and click on whatever you want. And it's coming up. It's coming up. 491. Like I said, we still got a tiny bit of work to do, okay? 491 vote. No, 318. Yes, 143. And each case should be decided individually. Look what that's got.
About 30, man.
How do you like that? So we'll get it, like, falling off a rock. It took a lot of work, man. It took a lot of perspicacious perseverance on my part, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Keep banging it, banging it, banging it. Anyway, Doug Thompson and the Rant from the Capitol Hill Blue, a great website that George still holds a grudge against. You know the only bad thing about that website?
What's that?
It's like the Fudge Report. If you're like doing Internet Explorer, which of course you shouldn't be doing, but if you are,
I don't.
More pop-up ads will come up on those two websites than the whole rest of your life put together. The Fudge Report and Capitol Hill. I don't know why that is. And even if you're using Firefox, you'll see it like fending off all the would-be crap.
I usually get one pop-up when I do the Capitol Hill Blue.
Only one? Solamente uno? Una spina?
Si. From the stories you send me, I always get a pop-up.
Yeah, it's annoying. Anyway, lies, damn lies, and the fools will believe them, writes Doug Thompson. A bumper sticker on a car outside a coffee shop in the tiny southwestern Virginia mountain town of Floyd, Virginia says it all. We're making enemies faster than we can kill them. You didn't used to see such bumper stickers in a conservative town like Floyd, where American flags fly from every light pole on holidays and adorn most pickup trucks on the road. Now they seem to pop up everywhere. These colors don't run the rest of the world, proclaims another sticker. My wife is fond of the one that says, born just fine the first time. That's great.
Yeah, we got that in the studio here.
At the town's Friday Night Jamboree, a weekly gathering of bluegrass fans from all over the world, a 70-ish fiddle player opened his set with, let's have a moment of silence for all the Americans who have died in George W. Bush's illegal war. Nobody booed or got upset. They stood silent for 60 seconds, then cheered and clapped wildly when the music started. If opposition to Bush's lies-backed invasion of Iraq can appear openly in a traditional flag-waving Blue Ridge Mountain community like Floyd, you can be sure it runs rampant in other larger places in America. Polls show Bush's job approval rating dropping faster than General Motors stock, while American opposition to his war climbs. Most Americans now oppose the war in Iraq and question both Bush's honesty and his reasons for invading another country. And the numbers of brain-dead partisan lemmings who continue to support W's madness decline daily. Only those who continue to think in some barbaric way that war solves problems back in this madman's actions. They're mostly partisan political hacks or those who cling to the outdated notion that America should impose its will throughout a world that neither embraces nor needs our way of life. Sadly, the idiots who continue to embrace Bush's Armageddon-driven policies are inane political polemics who find political lies justified, torture of suspects acceptable, and the rights of the Constitution expendable in an overhyped war against terrorism. One of those numbnuts tried the other day to convince me that Bush's illegal war is part of that war against terrorism, but all he succeeded in doing was showcasing his ignorance of both facts and politics. Like too many of the warmongering partisans who back Bush's dirty little war, he's driven by the insane notion that American imperialism is the answer to the world's woes. It is not. Bush lied to the American people, to Congress, and to the world to justify his war, and now his lies have come back to haunt him. He has the blood of 1,700-plus Americans on his hands, and at the rate he's going, his war will too soon have killed more Americans than the terrorist attacks of September 11th. Yet those Americans in Iraq died for nothing in a war that had nothing to do with payback for 9/11. As the proof increases that Bush planned this war before the first plane slammed into the first tower of the World Trade Center, only those who check their brains at the door continue to support his lies. Osama Yamama remains at large because American troops are too busy with the war in Iraq. That has nothing to do with tracking down the mastermind of 9/11. He and his henchmen are free to plan more attacks because while Bush continues to lie, Americans continue to die, and the president's reckless actions continue to create more enemies of and hatred for America. As the bumper sticker says, we're creating enemies faster than we can kill them, and those we haven't killed are killing us. More than 1,700 in Iraq in a war based on lies and driven by deceit. And the blood of every single one of those Americans stains not only the hands of George W. Bush, but the hands of any fool who supports him in his insane war. Tony, this guy's good, man.
All right.
He writes it even better than I can read it, which isn't saying much. Let's see. Oh, here's an excellent fax. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
oh, man. See, we were talking about Sonny Bono. We forgot about Bono. But what do we know? You too. Overrated to say the best.
Me too.
Wow. Blah. 21 till 2 at QAM.
Now it seems to me they'll be going their separate ways. Kate Holmes and Tom Cruise trying to promote themselves. Cheap publicity, there were rumors Tom was gay. Relationships not real. Tom's been acting crazy. Kate and Tom won't be lonely no more. Then they'll have a 3-week marriage. Oh, then they'll have a celebrity divorce. Now she's become a Scientologist. I don't want to hear about them no more. Tabloids have a field day with it. Oh, set your watches, this one ain't gonna last for sure. Don't want to hear about Katie and Tom no more. You fairy.
145, got some bad news, though. Channel 10 finally caught on, I guess, or either that or they're just updating their website, which I doubt. But they took that story off of there.
I still got the poll here. I just stayed on the page.
Oh, I see. That was a good idea. Now, is it refreshing or is it like mine?
Yeah, it is refreshing. 500 right now, even.
We did it! We did it! We did it!
How do you like that? So just when we were 491 and they thought they would catch us short a little bit, and we got to an even 500. Now, that's not bad. They started at 142, right, when we first discovered that after Michelle sent us that fax, and you ripped her an ass? Right? I did, too, because we thought that she was
I just thought I couldn't find her.
Like, look, we had mushrooms popping up on our phone thing here today, so why shouldn't she be, like, doing magic mushrooms, right?
Right.
And then that guy came back from Amsterdam. Maybe he had, like, a sack in his bag.
Sack
or a
potatoes?
bag. He had a sack. Speaking of a sack of crap, wait till you hear this. This is just when you think you've heard it all and you get, like, weak at the knees, this is why it's a good idea, like a lot of you people out there.
I have no life.
Just live in a cocoon, you know. Just protect yourself from the outside world. It's dangerous. Former President Ronald Reagan was named the greatest American of all time in an interactive contest last night, topping fellow Republican Abraham Lincoln. Of more than 2.4 million votes in the survey sponsored by America Online, Reagan, who died last year after a long bout with Alzheimer's, captured the title with 24% of the ballots, just edging out Lincoln by 0.44%, according to host Matt Lauer. Oh, no wonder Tom Cruise ripped him an ass. I think they both ought to maybe they can get a group break, get some group therapy. The memory is fresh, said Reagan's son, Ron Jr. Hey, Ronnie.
You fairy.
People remember the funeral. I'm sure he'd be very honored to be in the company of all these great gentlemen. Speaking of that old Ronnie, you know that one of the great lines in The Talented Mr. Ripley? Which Philip Seymour Hoffman, man, he's such a great actor. He doesn't get enough credit.
Yes, he is.
But he was really good in there as Freddie. And they're on the boat. And what's his name is doing what's her name?
Yeah.
Down below. Jude Law.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is doing Gwyneth Paltrow. Anyway, and Tom... see, all the names are just two. Tom Ripley is like looking down there, Matt Damon, and watching and getting all nervous and of course, jealous. How's the peeping, Tommy? How's the peeping? Remember that line? Remember that scene? How's the peeping? I mean, what a line, you know. Not that anybody would say that, but it's just, that's him. He was the character. Of course, he got a little headache later in the movie.
Hey, now.
Anyway, the memory is fresh, said Reagan's son, Ron Jr. People remember the funeral. I'm sure he'd be very honored to be in the company of all these great gentlemen. The rest of the top five, again, the greatest American of all time, and they pick Ronald Reagan? I mean, how about the slickest hair? I would certainly vote for that.
Dippity-doo-dah.
The rest of the top five were civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., George Washington, and Ben Franklin. Ronald Reagan was a man of courage, said John Washington, ancestral nephew of George Washington. These are all distinguished men, but Ronald Reagan, I think he deserves his place here at the top of the list. Oh, God. The second half of the top 10 already, oh, no. I am going to vomit. Right here, it's a first. I've never actually, oh, no.
Well, they said it was an AOL poll.
The second half of the top 10 already established from voting in previous weeks had, guess who was number 6? Let me give you a clue.
Abu Ghraib.
El Presidente Maximo.
Followed by Bill Clinton, Elvis Presley, Oprah Winfrey, and Franklin Roosevelt. Oprah just edging out FDR.
Look, it was an AOL poll. Only old
Oh, my God. Oprah Winfrey, my ass. Holy moly. In fact, she's even bigger than my ass. That is just... Anyway. The Public Defender's Office on Monday called for a state investigation into a Broward County judge's courtroom comments. They say demean minorities and poor people. But County Judge Leonard Feiner said his statements are being blown out of proportion, and there's nothing racist or elitist about what he said Thursday morning to a courthouse cleaning supervisor. Feiner demanded that custodial supervisor Nadine Koch appear in his courtroom after discovering someone had left his bench in disarray, pushing aside desk supplies, his phone, and coffee mugs. When Feiner began questioning Koch whether the custodial staff was responsible for the mess, the courtroom recording system was turned off. But midway through the conversation, the recording system came back on, a court transcript shows. They may live in hovels where they live, but they don't leave places they work looking like a dump, Feiner said. Koch asked, they live where? Feiner answered, I said, people that they hire may live in hovels, but they don't have to leave courtrooms and the places they work looking like a slum. Koch said, hovels and slums, okay. Chief Assistant Public Defender Catherine Couthen said it's common knowledge that the courthouse's custodial staff at night is primarily Haitian Americans. The Public Defender's Office mailed the complaint yesterday to the Judicial Qualifications Commission, the state agency that oversees judges, because Feiner's comments were not only racially insensitive, but showed contempt for the poor, Couthen said. She said the letter was signed by Public Defender Howard Finkelstein and all 10 of his Chief Assistant Public Defenders. Ask Howard Finkelstein. We found these comments to be outrageous and discriminatory, and they should be the subject of discipline, Couthen said. Feiner said yesterday he's got no idea what the racial makeup is of the courthouse's nighttime custodial staff. There's nothing racist about it, he said. Anyone can construe anything they want if they have a motive or agenda. It wasn't racist because, as far as I know, I don't know who these people are. The comment also had nothing to do with class, he said. It has to do with the fact that this is how they left the courtroom. Geez, you can't say anything anymore, you know? Can't say nothing no mo.
It's not about them.
Who?
Fakes.
Oh, them people? The poor people and the Haitian people and the dark people and the white people and the yellow people and the brown people?
You can still rip Arabs and fags, though.
I see. Hey, Tom.
You fairy.
Okay. Let's see. U.S. military helicopter crashed in Afghanistan, and there was another a suicide bomb in by a hospital in Baghdad. I just, you can't even keep up with it no more.
Right.
But El Presidente, he's going to come on there tonight, which I'll miss assiduously. I'll make a damn great effort to miss it, and I will. And he's going to give you a song to dance. But about the old shuffle.
We were attacked. He's going to bang on the podium. And he's going to move his hand and go, we were attacked on 9/11.
You know something? You just look at him. This has been for a long time now, but now more than ever. Mm-hmm. You just look at him and you see the stupidity dripping from that face of his.
Oozing.
That deer in the headlights, whimsical, quizzical look. And then, of course, when he starts speaking and says it in that very pedantic way, like aren't you proud of me that I can pronounce these words with more than 3 letters?
The only way I know how to read.
And don't you really believe me? And oh, brother. Like that article by Doug Thompson, man, that should be branded on everybody's head and their ass, too, you know? That was good. I like a guy that doesn't pull any punches, you know? Which is why we need some serious... We need to get a shrink. We need to get a group shrink in there and teach these people to butch up a little bit. I don't think I'll be listening. I'll be plunging my guts out tomorrow morning. But be sure and fax me the important stuff from the trends tomorrow. Because this is 2/3 of the spring book. This is heavy duty, baby. And I just want to see, if these people think that winning the contest is rolling over and playing dead and just being oblivious to what's going on around us, they got a real surprise coming, you know what? They got a big, fat surprise. I ought to play that, too, by Chicago. Baby, what a big surprise.
Okay, I'll cue it up.
Bush. Tomorrow.
All right. Don't like all the Harper.
No.
Every time I see that retarded dimwit on my TV. He's President Trump. Republicans muscled in an inarticulate idiot. I don't know why they would want this guy, but now he's here. We're screwed the next 4 years.
Absolutely.
With President Thumb. Oh, what I can do to count votes once more and get who we all voted for. Why, if you want Lips drumming stupid heat. Mindless drunk and rich kid. He's even dumber than me. He's President Dumb. You don't care what it took. You got him in by hook or crook. But Christian Right knows what's best for you and I. But have no fear, we've got a great leader here with President Dumb.
Oh my God.
President Dumb.
Okay, 159. This was like falling off a log today. You know what? This was real. And of course, that first hour, our technical problems helped us out. You know.
So easy, you could do it again tomorrow, right?
So easy that you'll have a great time tomorrow, and good luck on the trends.
Oh, thank you.
What singer or group is the most overrated of all time? 875 votes. That's not too shabby. You know, I'm feeling a little flabby, but that ain't too shabby. Eminem 155. Excellent point. Madonna 118. The Immaterial Girl. Elvis 105, Barbra Streisand 94, Frank Sinatra 77, Bob Dylan 60, I'm whining over here, Rolling Stones 38, Beatles 37, Michael Bolton 29, Wayne Newton 29, Phil Collins 26, Bon Jovi 21, Steely Dan 21, Celine Dion 18, Cher 10, Rod Stewart 9, Gloria Estefan and Neil Diamond 7 apiece, 5 for Whitney Houston, 4 for Barry Manilow, Paul Anka 2, Tom Petty's got a small pair, and you two be having one.
Bye, bye, bye.